We got pounds of game. Yeah.
Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome to Week 3, Season 9, Dana White's Contender Series. Watch and bet along. Good to have everyone here. Gaff, as always, I think you're still muted on Zoom. But how the fuck are we, my dude?
I'm feeling randy for some fights right now.
Feeling randy, bro? You're going to start the fucking stream saying you're feeling randy? This man is wild. Guys,
I got a boner. I need some fights.
Dude.
I need fights bad.
If you guys don't already know, we can't bet on these fights, unfortunately, because we're in New York and they don't offer fucking lines for them in New York. But I did do a little research this week. First of all, just want to say, going back on the last 2 weeks, 3 of 10 dogs cashed. So just a little note, 30% of the dogs have been cashing. Tonight, every over-under is set at 1.5, and 4 of them are plus money. I feel like tonight's an over 1.5 night, guys, all right? I'm just saying. Having done no research into who these fighters are, I'm just saying. They're giving you plus money over 1.5 on 4 of these 5. Maybe not the first fight because it's heavyweight, but the rest, I feel good about that.
That's an over 1.5 gummy night, too.
Oh, let's go. If you guys aren't already a member and you want to become one, you get the belt next to your name. You get the custom emojis. You get in on the giveaways, all right? Shout out Infrared, who won a koozie. This man lives in England. I shipped it out to him yesterday. Surprisingly, didn't cost me like that much money at all. So if anyone wins abroad now. Yeah, if anyone wins abroad now, I don't feel nervous about, oh, fuck, that's going to cost me a fortune. We're good. Speaking of merch, if you guys want to get some yourself, maincardminute.com. You know, we got shirts, koozies, stickers, and also you can go to morningcombat.shop. The Super Wash Dads posters did sell out today, so if you didn't get one of those, unfortunately, they're all gone. But, you know, we got new posters, new merch coming, a whole bunch of new shit coming next month, so stay tuned for that. Do have parlays this week, Gaff. Did get enough gimmick parlays, okay? We got a Brazil parlay here, a 3-legger, an Iowa parlay, 2 guys from Iowa, the Sun parlay, which, ironically enough, Johnson and Wilson, this was also the Sun parlay on Saturday. Charles Johnson, Weston Wilson. So just saying, another Sun parlay, exactly the same. Undefeated parlay, Johnson and Yakhyaev. And then I got desperate here. 32-year-old. These guys are both 32 years old, and then 26. These guys are both 26 years old. You know, you gotta fill 6 to get the graphic full, so you know you get desperate towards the end. But I digress. Guys, how the fuck is the chat? Let's tune in. Let's see how everybody's doing. What are we up to?
Yeah, what the fuck is good, yo?
Yo,
how you feeling with no MMA next week?
Bro, Lazy said, let's go. I could really use some fights. Thank God we got them. Cosmo, to your point, Gaff, remember, boys, this is our only UFC this week. CJI 2 this week. It is CJI 2 this weekend, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I regretted the shit out of doing CJI 1 watch-along, so I will not be doing a CJI 2 watch-along. DJ Baraka, hold on. Baraka Debra? Yeah, something like that. Ciao, boys. Let's fucking go. What up? Melker said, howdy, howdy, howdy. D-Gens, how y'all doing? It's a Wednesday morning, and I got the itch to watch some MMA with the best MMA channel around. Let's go, Melker. Which fights go to decision as DJ?
My second best, at least.
DJ, the fight I'm going to say goes the distance is Perez Sousa, because that's the only minus money over 1.5. So, like, odds-wise, they're thinking that one goes long, at least a little long. I don't know if any of them go the distance, though. Pounds of green. Sleeto said, yo, and then he said, why the fuck do I have a white belt? It's very clearly brown, as Infrared said. I don't. Maybe it looked white on your computer for a second. Maybe you're colorblind,
Maybe that's
Sleeto.
how you are on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just the white belt on the inside.
Yeah. Fox Duhan in the house. Infrared said it looks brown. Connor said, let's go. Let's fucking go. I need a KO tonight. Perez versus Sousa, likely fight of the night. Sousa should have been in the UFC for a while now. Yakhyaev ought to smoke Lorenz. Sup, boys? Should be some good scraps tonight. Let's go, Danny, hopefully. Follow Rob Thomas said, coming to you live from Applebee's after working crushing some Mick Ultra drafts. It's dirty white boy season in Ohio. Let's go, Rob.
I hope you're crushing some buffalo wings, some chicken wonton tacos, some fucking, you know, some of that good.
Oh, yo, Connor said Bet Online has Contender Series in New York. Maybe I have to look.
I don't have an account there, and I'm not making one for Contender Series.
So
also,
I think
Tuesday's my like respite from betting.
Yeah,
I just want to relax here, enjoy the fights, be a fan for one night.
I do have FOMO. I'm going to look into it because I think I have signed up for Bet Online before. The question is it still active? Because I know they deactivated like my ESPN bet because I hadn't bet on it in like 2 years. They're like, yeah, you're not using this anymore.
Mine's probably deactivated too because
That's
I
what I'm
literally
saying.
won that first bet and never went back.
Literally. I just took all that chalk straight donk parlay for plus 178. Let's go. These heavyweights are both interesting to me, well as interesting as two unsigned heavyweights could be. That's true. There's a huge size discrepancy. I did notice that in the face-offs. I'm curious what the tail of the tape says.
With that, if they do deactivate our accounts, if we get our account back, are we a new customer again? Do we get a new promo?
Is
for
that
joining
the
again?
loophole? You just wait 2 years and then you re-sign up for everything?
Because I'd love that. My stats on there would be goated.
Now, I'm going to assume... Yeah, I don't know. That seems too stupid on their end for that to be a loophole. But I don't know, Gaff. That's a good question.
Yeah, let me know. Keep me posted.
I hope everyone's having a tremendous evening. Looking forward to these fights. Let's go, Wombat. We watching Misfits Boxing? Gaff, you're going to do that, right?
I'm not completely positive yet. Some
Okay.
things popped up with my cousin and his wife
All
for
right, so
Saturday.
TBD.
So very TBD. But
All right.
there is a slight chance that I may go live for not the full card, but maybe a portion of it.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm pretty much confirmed not going to do anything for it. If you end up doing it, I might hop on for a little bit, but otherwise, we chilling.
I want to do it. Trust that I want to do it, but sometimes life.
I just already told my girlfriend I had this Saturday off, so I don't want to now renege on that and be like, oh, actually, there's a fucking Misfits boxing card I want to do. You know,
I did the same exact thing. That's the issue I'm having right now. I was like, oh, we're all good. And then Misfits popped out. I was like, but I could really get a lot of views. It could help these watch hours that YouTube says I don't have that I do.
See, I feel like it's one of those events that's either going to be a total bust viewership-wise, and I'm going to be pissed I did it, or it's going to be like do so much better than we realized and be worth every second of it. So
I think it's going to be the latter for some reason, especially since there's literally nothing going on. Even in the boxing world, bro, there's nothing going on.
I know. There's
Like
Cage Fury Fighting Championships on Saturday or Friday maybe, but no one's
Which
watching
casuals aren't going to go see.
Yeah. And then CJI is both nights, Saturday and Sunday, but I'm going to assume
Casuals definitely aren't going to go see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's Misfits, bro. It's Misfits.
I'm going to
Salt
probably
Poppy.
try and tune
Salt
in
Poppy,
regardless.
Tony fucking Ferguson, dude.
Oh my god. Miss me with that. Where are we at?
I have something between my legs for us.
All right, chill, dude. That was so fucking weird. I don't even want to hit it now. I'm fucking weirded out by that. I mean,
Oh, you want to hit this, Luke?
how'd you
Oh,
start
wanna
the
hit
stream too? You're like, I'm Randy right now, and then you're like, I got something.
There's a theme tonight.
Oh, God. Guys, Gaff has a phoner in case you didn't know. We're going to rip these bongs. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. It's Tuesday night. It's a Tuesday night Contender Series. We got 37 people watching. I appreciate all 37 of you. Like the stream.
Better hope we get a finish in this first fight. Or else
We're
it's
gonna. It's heavyweight. It's heavyweight. We're either gonna get a heavyweight over or we're gonna get a dope first rounder. I'm thinking it's Abbey. Abbey's the way bigger guy, but I think Johnson is the favorite.
If this heavyweight fight goes long, you're in for a long stream, buddy.
Bro.
You're in a
All right, well, let's
long,
smoke weed
awkward stream.
so it's not as bad. Cheers, everyone. Smoke weed if you got it.
Smoke weed every day.
I cleaned my bong, but I didn't do a good enough job, and I got like such a resiny hit there.
Yeah, me too. Literally same thing. One thing I made the longest sploof I've ever made recently. It's like a fucking foot long because I didn't have any shorty toilet rolls, so I used a paper towel roll.
Classic.
You know,
I feel like the paper towel roll isn't as good because it gets stuck in the middle. It doesn't have time to travel through the whole thing, you know?
that's fair. Yeah. That's fair. But I stuff mine so much.
It's still, yeah, I mean, it still works. We watch a Misfit. Oh, we did that. Yo, what up, boys? What up, Nikki? Had some fire-ass shrimp tacos for dinner, ready to go. Are the
Me
fights
too.
supposed
I
to
had
be
some fried
good tonight?
shrimps.
Nikki, I could not tell you. I just assume they're supposed to be good every night, man. Thanks, Luke.
Good
My
call.
parlay had all finishes. Just wanted to check myself. Let's win some money tonight. Let's go, TJ. Yo, let's fucking go. Bong hits on deck. Main card minute has been ducking one more round for years. Luke needs 30 mil. I'm in Ontario. I'm fucked. Drinking some German Weissbier. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. tonight. Trashy Tuesday. They have a full casino too. Fuck.
Also
dangerous.
Fantasy Fight Series on Friday. Fantasy Fight Series on Friday.
I don't even know what that is. We're in Ontario. Does anyone have a link to watch? It's on. You can stream it in the East. Bing Rips. Which matchup won't go the distance? I'm thinking the second one. Perez Sousa. North of Newmarket, end of the 404. Yanni jump scare. I'm in Sudbury. Cheers, bro. Yo, I was pretty drunk the other night when I asked about starting a main card minute fantasy football league, so I can't remember if it was ever talked about. Would anyone of you D-Gens be interested? I could be tempted. I just don't want to have to run it. If one of you makes one and gets 8 other or, however many teams, Gaff, would you be in on that or no?
Yeah, if you do it, I'll do it. I don't want to leave you hanging there. So.
I'm going to say this about it. Here's my rules about it. I want it to be on Yahoo because that's where all my other fantasy things are on.
I'm into that.
And I don't care how many teams are in it, but just save me and Gaff a spot and then fill it with the rest, and I'll join it. And
I don't mind if it's on ESPN. Yeah. But
I'm not promising I'm going to pay attention to it, but I'll join it.
I will definitely make a move every week. One move.
Oh, wow. You're wild. I'm usually
that's my style. I'm like, who the fuck's fucking up? You're off the team. Get out of here. And you next man up. So.
Football's I guess football might be one of the easiest ones because 1 p.m. on Sundays you're cut off, and you know that for a fact. Sometimes you get burned with NBA, NHL, where
always get.
It's noon, and you're like, "What the fuck? There was an 11 a.m. game today. Yeah. What the fuck is that?"
In fucking Wales? When
I guess that happens with the NFL too in London and shit. But whatever.
Yeah. CJI should 6 a.m. football game. What the fuck? What happened?
Cosmo said, "If Luke goes live for CJI, I'll watch, but I don't know shit about BJJ." Me, Luke, or Luke Thomas? Because I agree. If Luke Thomas did a watch along, I might actually tune into that. For that. Yeah. I'm a toddler when I hear Yanni is coming hard on the UFC broadcast. I chuckle a bit. Bong rips. Any underdog bets you guys like? I didn't do enough research on this card, to be honest with you, dude. So I'm not going to just blindly tell you. But it is Contender Series. I guess you could go with that. All these guys are good. They're all looking to have a big performance tonight. It's kind of worth dabbling on every dog. But keep in mind, I mentioned first 2 weeks, only 3 dogs cash. So I think you'd even with those odds, I think the biggest dog was plus 175. So you'd definitely still be down money if you bet every dog. But maybe tonight changes that.
Also, I should dead wrong you. I was going to do it earlier, but I interrupted you enough already. So
dead wrong me. Dead wrong me. What I do?
In the chat, I said Fantasy Fight Series, and you're like, I don't even know what that is, but you've been in the chat for 3 of them. It's the John Jones Aspinall stream I've done with the
your stream.
Yeah.
You said there's Fantasy Fight Series. I'm thinking that's like a promotion. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
We're doing it Friday because
I didn't mean to diss you like that.
No, it wasn't this. I was just like, you didn't understand. That's why I was like,
I was like, wait. I honestly thought it was that shit BC commentated. That I don't even know where it was streamed. It's like a team fight league. It's called something just like that. It's like,
I don't know.
It's like Combat League or something. Does anyone know this? It's boxers and kickboxers. Dewey Cooper owns it.
I need to know when the next Rough and Rowdy is. I love those. The Rough and Rowdies with the crazy ring girl contest and shit.
Frivola's, I think, bachelor party was at one of those, and his twin brother was like, "Yo, I'll fucking fight someone," and signed up and knocked the dude out in the first round. But
no way.
Only did it because it was his brother's bachelor party, and was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll get in the ring." Yeah,
bachelor party story,
dude,
bro.
Right?
That's sick.
I know. Because we were asking
Remember that time at the bachelor party when you knocked that fucking dude out? Bro, that's
also,
sick.
when your brother's a professional fighter, and that's your claim to fame, 1-0, rough and rowdy. I just murked the dude real quick.
We got knockout power.
Yeah. And they are twins, too, so it's all right, same dude.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I love that.
Cheers, brother. Another crazy person in Ontario. Did a chalk donkey parlay for the 4 fights, staying away from the big boys. No pressure to do misfits. Watch along if it's going to get you boys in trouble. LOL. LT would inevitably give you so much shit if you do. I mean, I'm put it this way. If my girl's Saturday's that fucking 4-year-old birthday party you forgot about. And I'm like, I might be streaming that day. Nah, we'll see what, the weekend brings. But as of now, don't expect it. Going to the deck to burn one, I guess. MMA, BJJ, me understand. BJJ, me no comprende. fucking clue. What we smoking? Rolling up some 22 Jokers. Shout out Chavo. I'm smoking, what is it called? Black cherries. Or black cherry? One of the
I
two.
don't even know what I am. Let me check what he said.
Dude, I will say someone sent us some stuff. Or I should say gifted us some stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And it was fucking phenomenal. And I don't know if this person is in the chat or anything, but yesterday was a good day. I'll just say that much. MMA goo. Oh, shit. Oh, we already got a dick kick. Some Backpack Boys gelatos. Donte Johnson over 1.5. This dude on here talking about taking Xanax and codeine and having seizures. Bet the other guy. Laugh my ass off. Bro has holes in his brain. Okay, let me figure it out. Explain fantasy football to me, then I'll do it.
Ooh, not
you could honestly blindly do it, Melker. Just fucking. There's like usually a button like auto set lineup. That's all you gotta do, bro. To be honest, like the random girlfriend or wife joins every league and has no idea what they're doing and wins every year. So you'll be fine.
Dakota almost did that in our basketball league once. We were short a person, and she took all the players that she knew because they dated famous people that she knows. So she had like Ben Simmons on the team and Devin Booker and Tyler Hero. Like her team was pretty ill. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty solid team at the time.
Hasn't Kendall Jenner dated like an entire like 5 All-Stars?
Bro, her roster's insane.
Yeah, like
her roster's my fantasy
starting
lineup,
5. Yeah,
essentially.
I will say I pretty much did that.
Oh,
Are you ahead of me? Oh, you're ahead of me.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
yes,
drops him.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
yeah, and it's silver.
Johnson with the first round TKO. He was the favorite. I did say I like the taller guy just because of the size advantage. Over 1.5 was plus money. That did end in the first round. It was minus 205 for anyone who cashed it. And Donte Johnson was minus 245. So 2 decently big favorite props there. Those are the only 2 props, by the way. Yo, this is Blake Griffin,
like
Codeine
Blake
Fiend.
Griffin mixed with Phil Rowe.
Wait, Dana Blanco. Yo, this is Blake Griffin, Codeine Fiend about to get cooked to the liver. Perez is the only dog I like, but Sousa's a hard matchup. I'm doing a Dana White Contender Series money line only climb starting with $20. Are you doing all favorites, or are you just judging each fight as you go? I think Craig slipped LT some cash. He's been promoting CJI hard.
Oh, no, it's Taliesin Teixeira, Blake Griffin, and Phil Rowe combined.
Yo, Taliesin is a good call. I did just watch Craig's interview on DJ's thing, Mighty Cast or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was a good interview, but also Craig says so many... He just says so many of the same things in every interview, and I don't know when that interview was recorded, but like he repeated so many lines he said in the Luke interview. He repeated so many lines he said in like this interview. I'm like, he's always saying the same stuff.
He's got a set of commands that he rolls through.
Yeah, they are funny. I mean, but when you hear them enough, you're like, I know you planned that.
This is all he does.
Yeah,
he's the wind-up doll.
You should convince Luke to do one for CJI. Luke did say he wanted to watch Misfits this weekend, so I feel like that contradicts CJI, but maybe
he
not.
Wants to because it's the only thing on.
But I don't know if he wants to watch it or do a watch along or just watch it. Like I got the vibe he just wanted to watch it. But I will say I'm sure BC will bring it up on Friday and be like, Luke, what do you got going on this weekend? So if he is going to do something, I could also tell him that people are asking him to do it, but that doesn't usually convince him. I've watched that before. Team boxing, Team Combat League. Thank you, Lazy. That's what, when you said fantasy fight series, for whatever reason, Team Combat League came to mind.
Oh.
It's BC commentated a few of their things. Team Combat League that Greg Hardy did. Yup. Hey, boys, watching from the mountaintops tonight. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Dave.
Oh, shit. Hit the
Donte
slopes.
Jackson by KO. Damn, large height and weight discrepancy. LIL, does your girlfriend know she's a character in the MMA YouTube world? Yeah. I mean, she isn't really, but yeah, she obviously knows the whole jokes and all that. Greetings, gentlemen. I know LT shits on you for doing live streams like this, but it's the work ethic that makes you huge long-term. MMA guru, put in the work. Yeah, I'm just trying to be consistent, man. I don't care as much about these Tuesdays. They just honestly are convenient for me and my girlfriend. So, like, they're way easier than a Saturday. And at this point, she just knows Saturday's fights kind of thing. So, she's chill about it. Real question is, will BC have his pants on for Blanchfield versus Cortez? That is Blanchfield versus Cortez 2, brother. That is a rematch. Absolutely. He will not have his pants on. Immediate wiener kick. Oof, immediate groin shot. Bro's not getting signed if he wins. Sheesh, goddamn. That was quick. Never mind my last comment. Codeine addiction, not best base for MMA. 209 pounds, light heavyweight, getting new talent. I got him by KO for minus 160. Let's go. Anybody else having trouble with the East? I'm not on the East. Swangin'. All the good illegal streams are down right now. Damn. Is Raja in jail yet? Not that I heard. Wagwan donks. Am I saying that word right yet? Wagwan?
Lots of new revelations coming out from that, though. Lots of things, video that people haven't seen and stuff like that, of certain people pushing him to do it. And it's been interesting to see.
People in person or people in the chat?
People in person.
Really?
Yeah. There was this dude in a cowboy hat, like literally telling him to do it.
Oh, but that's his boy. That's Raj's boy who brought him to the event, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw.
Well, I don't know if that's the guy that brought him to the event, but yeah.
Well, I saw some dude do an interview today who was boys with the victim, and he was blaming it all on this dude who they showed for a second on Raja's stream, and he was wearing a cowboy hat, and he's like, I blame this motherfucker because this motherfucker told Raja to do it because he hates that guy or some shit. I don't know.
Yep. Agreed.
But that doesn't make it okay.
It definitely doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, like that. You're still not innocent. Like
that guy might be an accessory now. He might have implicated himself.
For real. I mean, he already implicated himself in real time during the stream. That's why the whole thing is so stupid. But
oof. Tough scene. And then the video of like the kid, literally a kid holding a phone saying, "Oh my God, he's bleeding everywhere," like shit like that.
Wait, I didn't see that.
6. Yeah, bro. He was like filming it, like enjoying the show, and then he just sees this dude basically dead on the floor, and he's like, "He's bleeding a lot."
Oh my God. How about the person pinning him after? You sent me that, right?
Bro, that was crazy.
Dude.
Bro, the audacity to pin him after that is crazy.
Bro.
That was crazy. That was the craziest work of all. Of anybody of the night, that was probably the craziest thing that I saw. I was like, really?
I think they were just trying, in all honesty, I think they were just trying to keep the show
play it off,
seeming normal. Yeah. And like, all right, we need this match to end, so like I'll pin him and drag him the fuck out of here.
Oh, that was wild work. I was like, that quick thinking or just wild work. I don't know.
I don't know
yeah.
He's like, wait, I'm supposed to pin him, bro. He like has no
oh my God.
It feels equally as weird when a fighter won't look in the camera as when they only look at the camera. Wagwan. Ezra was $4.99. Who won the first fight? The first fight, Donte Johnson. Cortez.
That was his name?
Yeah.
I thought you were just making a name.
No, I had to think about it for a second.
Donte Johnson.
Yeah, because I'm like, what was his name? Yeah, Donte Johnson. Cortez and/or Blanchfield equals pants around the ankles for shout. Donte won Richland. I get promo emails about the bundle 5 plus tax for 3 months. Inflation loses my business. Here we go. This is about to be a heater. Back in 2019, 2020, the ESPN bundle was $12. Dude, so first of all, he commented on the episode of Jed and Mike Heck. Oscar Willis commented under the Mac Life username and wrote, I need to see Mike Bond versus Jose Youngs in this. He said, because they both think they know it all, and I'd love to see one of them lose or something. And I'm laughing because those 3 guys go everywhere together. Like they're like the 3 guys who go to every event, you know, like Jose goes for MMA fighting, Bond goes for Junkie, and Oscar obviously goes for the Mac Life.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like Oscar Willis, like watched this video pretty much. Like I'm pretty sure he runs the Mac Life account. Then I go on Twitter and he DM'd me and he was like, yo, prop quiz is sick. He wrote the same thing he commented. And then I wrote back. I was like, yo, Oscar, we need you on prop quiz, brother. You're fucking noticing this shit. That's like been like one of the people I've been dying to get on because I know he'll be funny as shit in that, and I can ask him funny questions. But I didn't think he would. I didn't know how to reach out to him or anything, so it was just pretty cool that he reached out to me essentially. I told him he gets winner of Bond and Jose Youngs. So
Okay.
We'll see. Not that that's the next
That's a good
matchup,
deal.
guys, because it isn't. I'm going to be honest with you. It isn't. But new matchup coming this Friday. All right? Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Who's this new guy coming in now?
Lazy said one of these guys is really good. Sousa, I think he said.
Oh, is this the guy? Okay. This is the guy that should have been in the UFC for a while.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
That's,
saying?
yeah.
Okay. He looks pretty. Yo, he reminds me of Jaime Munguia for some reason. I don't know why.
I could see it. Oscar Willis versus Ben Davis 2 on Prop Quiz. Dude, that's a great fucking idea.
That's a great matchup.
Oscar versus Craig Jones. Book it. Craig's another
That one
good
might go off the rails.
Craig's another good one, but he's probably so hard to like. I know you guys have seen him interview on every show, but like I feel like he's so hard to lock down for like a time. Hell yeah, Prop Quiz. Can't wait for Mike Heck versus BC. Mike Heck all right, so there's going to be a new matchup this week. 2 people you haven't seen yet. Next week, there's going to be another 2 people you haven't seen yet. Then we'll do BC Mike Heck the following week. And then we'll do the winners of these 2 I posted the bracket and shit. I mean, obviously, I still put question marks and TBD and shit for people that haven't been revealed yet, but that's how it's going to work. Brian Battle signed to Dirty Boxing. Yeah, he fights like this weekend. Good for you, man. Glad you were crushing it. Thank you, Rob. BJ Penn versus Diego Sanchez would do numbers. No, Diego versus fucking Josh Fabia. That would do numbers. Imagine if Brian Battle misses weight for Dirty Boxing. Left my ass up. I don't mean to be funny, but do they even fuck it? Yeah, they must do weigh-ins for that, right?
Got to, right?
Yeah. CJI this weekend, yep. If you can get Oscar, you can convince him to get Craig. That's probably true. Or even like Dan Hooker and Oscar. I know they're boys too. The thing is, I don't really want to use anyone to get the other person. You know what I mean? But I could reach out to like Craig and say, I already got Oscar locked in. Are you in? You know, that might help convince kind of thing. But he gonna miss weight for show. You think the butcher cares if he makes weight? I'm here. What up, Danger? Danger. Bro, my nose is so fucking itchy.
This guy looks like a fucking beast. I'm not gonna lie. Why is Sean Shelby in a little box talking? What's happening?
He said he got a lot of Muay Thai fights under his belt, and he's got a lot of MMA fights. I think he's just hyping them up.
How much? This must suck for Shelby and Maynard and all of them because they also have to match make for this now. We got to get you matchmaking for cards. Now we got to matchmake for Contender Series. We can use you on Road to UFC as well if you can. Be like, damn, bro.
Yeah, but they work so hand in hand with like the fucking the managers. I'm blanking on that one guy, Jason House, the Jason Houses of the world and shit, and that. Not even like Ali's, but those guys who literally have like 300 UFC fighters under their thing. Like those are the guys you just hit up and go, who's a good bantamweight, and they go, oh, I got this guy in the LFA, this guy, you know, like.
That must suck sometimes because you definitely have a few conflicts of interest.
Oh,
you know?
for sure.
Like when Aljo was like, yeah, me and Brian are the same manager, so like, I don't know why this is 5 rounds.
Yep. And it happened with, or was supposed to happen with Tim Simpson recently. Maybe it also has, but he has both Leon and JDM. And if you remember, Leon JDM was initially booked, then they like swapped it, moved JDM to Bilal, and you know, butterfly effect. The rest is history. But he was saying that it was like a weird situation. He didn't know who he was gonna like. I don't know. Obviously not root for, but. Rob Thomas said, can you get a loser's bracket of Prop Quiz? I think, realistically, I'm going to do this one bracket, and then I think I'm just going to fucking go rogue with it, where, like, just random matchup after random matchup. Because, like, Gaff versus BC would be funny. Gaff versus Luke would be funny. Like, I don't want to have to always like try and hook it up bracket wise where they end up facing like hoping they face off like on PFL. A joke.
Imagine I completely spanked Luke. Just a fucking shutout.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't believe it, but, you know, it could happen. Mike Heck just did it to fucking Jed.
Rashad Evans, I want you in the prop quiz octagon.
Dude, that's also a realistic one I could probably get to happen. I'm not going to lie. Because Mikey's got the link to Rashad.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I want to just do fun matchups and shit like that. But the bracket is also fun to know, like, oh, you're facing this person now. Yeah. I don't know. I got ideas. I was thinking of doing a ranking system too. Wins, losses, and then like total points or something. I don't know.
You're going to be the PFL?
Oh, bro. I already am the PFL of quiz shows. I mean, Perez is not. Sousa's the good guy, right? The guy that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Is it?
Yeah, well, I'm just going by
Sousa
the odds.
was Perez and Perez was Sousa.
Well, because Perez is winning right now. Oh.
Unless he gets Americana'd. Nah. Oh, my. He's got that thing bent, boy. That thing bent.
He's a minus
How is his
285
arm
favorite.
not so flexible?
This is the only fight that over 1.5 is minus money. Perez back on top. Sousa's ripped. Holy fuck. Sousa by KO. Telling you this is either going to be fight of the night or they'll cancel out. Both these guys are marauders. Sousa the only guy to finish Roofy. Oh, shit. Oh, but Perez is on the back now. He's over the chin. But still, he's got a fucking body triangle in. 3.5 minutes to work. Middle of the octagon, too. This
Sousa does not look happy.
Yeah, this could be bad for old Soz there.
But he muscled his way out of that first takedown, so that took a lot of energy.
Can't complain.
Just ended right
Where can I
back
find
on
the
his
bracket? Joshua, I posted it on Instagram, and if you go to the posts tab on YouTube, it's there too. Marauders sounding like Joe Rogan right now. I've been saying Marauder since Golden Axe. Isn't Marauder the name of a fucking Tribe Called Quest album? It has Midnight Marauders or something. Isn't that the name of an album? Get Saul from fan subs on Prop Quiz. Dude, I would get Saul on. That's what I'm saying. I can't go with the bracket all the time and have all these like big matchups. Sometimes you got to go for just the funny little guys, you know? Like Saul versus BC would just be funny for all the donks out there. Not too bad, Danger. It's still the middle of the work week, though. When we get in Gaff versus Manich, another good one. Also,
Slaughter.
Manich versus Jay Aaron, I want to do too, which I think would be funny. The two
That's a close matchup.
Two OG MK guys, you know, like fair. All I could hear was Rogan's voice. He's a marauder. No stalling here. Russia Jackson on Prop Quiz? Nah. I don't think they do that in Rikers. It wouldn't be Rikers. I don't know where the fuck that was. Where was that? Promotion, do
I
you
don't know.
California or something?
Probably California, though, yeah.
So in San Quentin or whatever. Is San Quentin in fucking California? I don't know.
I'm terrible with California geography.
I thought you were going to say, I'm terrible with prisons. I'm like, yeah, dude. Alcatraz. Yeah. Oh, shit. Kevin Holland finishes Fluffy. Fight the hands. And so did Marcus Perez. You should just announce Rashad as part of it without telling him the same way GFL did to him. How was the last heavyweight fight in regards to the last heavyweight fight? LOL. It was good. It was a first round finish. Oh, Roofy, not Fluffy. Haha, I can't read. We want no special on to represent JBR. Now he would be funny against BC. I need a JBR on JBR matchup. So who wants to go against Austin? Is it you, Danger? Is it Dave? Or is it Lazy? I need another face on the other end. Also, is Austin like really good at trivia? Or is he just the only one willing to show his face? Special visitation hours episode. Can't do from jail. You're right there. Whoops, Sousa getting a little broed on the ground. Yeah. Also, we got to take a bong hit. Good thing they gave us time to To dilly dally.
Tilly
This weed is making my nose itch, bro. I think I touched it with the weed hand, and now I'm like, oh. I swear it's not Craig Jones nose beers.
It's noseweed.
Yeah. Dave says he has a face. Dave, you're in. I should just do a donk bracket. That's another idea. It could be like a whole spin-off. Like we were joking about the PFL Challenger series. You just do a donk bracket. You get all the JBR guys. You get Saul. Anyone else who wants in. Richland. As soon as I parlay the last 4 faves, Sousa getting grounded. Just do a 4-person bracket for JBR. That's a good one too, John, right? Have y'all ever been?
This your favorite? This isn't great.
Yeah, but probably not live. I don't have the actual fucking thing. Cristian said, have y'all been in street or school fights? Did you win? Be honest. I've only ever been accessories to fights. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking one-on-one fights here. We're talking, like, group fights and, like, jumping in, throwing something, and jumping out kind of thing.
I lost my first fight in first grade. That didn't go well. But I won my high school fight, and I won my college fight, so... I'm 2-1.
Austin is a trivia god. He won an MK Bomber by being the annual MK MMA quiz contest. Dude, who paid? One of you paid for a bomber? That's dope. That's crazy. They said they want to bring back the bombers, but I looked into even just making them, and they're like, there's a reason they would cost $100 because they cost like $80 to make. So I feel like it's not even worth it. You guys really gonna make me wear a pillowcase?
Oh,
Lazy, just show your face.
Ninja shit. Ninja shit. Here we go.
Oh.
Will he get it? Nope. He's out the back door and on your back.
How are you still so far ahead? Damn. Are you on ESPN Plus or TV?
Yeah, I'm on Plus. Oh, you're on TV?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm on
TV?
I'm on Plus. I'm on Plus.
Oh.
But now I'm thinking, should I switch to TV? I'm the worst ever at MMA trivia. Austin would murder me. Plus, if you want me on camera, the cost is around $700. That's how much the DM costume costs. Damn, Bong Island Luke is a pretty accurate nickname for you. Y'all be smoking, LOL. Oh, yeah, too bad I'm coughing like a moaf right now. We do need to hit this. I keep saying that. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Fucking smoke weed if you got it. Like the stream if you haven't already. I'll scratch my nose in the meantime. Cheers.
Arm triangle being set up.
Smoke weed every day.
Dazrikio. You could try and get Snoop Dogg, but you'd have to have no women's MMA questions because Snoop is afraid of lesbians. You could do the chat versus guests with polls. We promise we won't cheat.
Lesbians are the greatest wingmen of all time.
Chat versus guest that's way too hard. Also, I don't do them live, Infrared. So I can't, you know what I mean? There was like one episode of the show where everyone was showing their face, or am I hallucinating that? He's got to turn around in the second. I want in. Rob Thomas is in. Bro, LOL, straight to the leg. Larry, LOL. Bro, how are you going to throw hooks and not realize he's immediately diving the moment you throw? I gave away a bomber and other merch and MK gift certificates. That's so nice of you, Dave. That's dope. Brian Battle's career went downhill when he changed his nickname from Pooh Bear to the Butcher. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Pooh Bear was so good. You need a funny, soft name sometimes.
And he's out here murking fools with Pooh Bear, too. It was dope.
We could have had Fluffy versus Pooh Bear at one point. That would have been sick. Like, imagine.
Perez is looking good. Other ground. I'm on UFC app, 3:30. Let's do a donk of Ohio battle, Lazy. Last time I was in a fist fight was in college with my roommate. I won, but I bit him, so not my Okay, Igor Severino, you fucking out here biting motherfuckers?
Hey, sometimes you got to do everything you can to get that dub.
I only remember that name. Were you impressed I pulled Igor Severino out of there, or are you like, nah, I knew that?
I am.
Yeah, right? I only know that because I was making a prop quiz thing today, not for this week, and I have a question about him, so the name is fresh. Battle's career peaked with his butcher performance in Paris, all downhill after that. Best MK quiz prize was a cameo from BC. LOL, he killed it. That's dope. LOL, Cristian. Who's throwing 330? Where you from? BC versus Boy Rafe special boxing edition episode and release it during Canelo versus Crawford fight week. Damn, you're a fucking marketing genius, KO, because I've already obviously BC Rafe is on the list of matchups, but I've been kind of intimidated by that because I don't know a lot about boxing, so it's kind of hard to come up with good boxing questions for people when you don't really know the answers. You know what I mean? Like, I can't come up with like
tailor it to Canelo and Crawford, like have a Canelo category, a Crawford category.
That's not,
you know what I mean?
Idea. That's not a bad idea.
That would be a nice little, like, that would be a nice way to incorporate prop quiz into, you know, the fight sequence.
Yeah,
the fight cycle.
But yeah, BC Rafe definitely on my list because that would be like one of the better episodes, just as far as like silliness and everyone having a good time. Dirty Boxing this weekend. What up? Oh, that's a good point. Dirty Boxing is also this weekend. Everyone's so heavy on Sousa. He's getting destroyed. What do you guys use to clean your glass? Usually 90% isopropyl alcohol and salt, but I rarely use the salt. I'm not going to lie. I use the alcohol. And then sometimes I'm going to be honest, I grab a ruler, like a wooden ruler, and I'll put like a paper towel on the end of it and like tape it to the end. And then I spray that with a isopropyl alcohol like squirt gun, and then I go down the like the tube of the actual bong and like scrape the sides with it, because then it like cleans it nice off the sides. Yeah. Gaff, you do the same thing? Obviously maybe not the ruler method, but
yeah, I don't do a ruler, so I just use the formula shit, or I do salt with the alcohol, and I use a plastic bag to tape the hole shut, and I just shake the absolute fuck out of it, and it gets usually everything. And if it doesn't get everything, then I take a what's it called? Like a paper towel and like maybe the end of a hanger. Just get in there. I also have one of those fucking bristle things. I forget what they're like, the pipettes or whatever.
Yeah. Pipe cleaner.
Yeah, I have those, but it doesn't. I have like my bong has like these nubs in there that it doesn't get through. So
yeah, the ice catcher.
Yeah. So,
I bought like a 12-pack. I don't know why I said 12. It's probably like a 5-pack of pipe cleaners like that, like all different sizes. So I have one like for the diffuser, one for the female, one for the main fucking, like, but they're all so dirty at this point. Like,
yeah, you forget that you also have to clean that when the process is done. And it's always so gross.
Exactly. I'm like, I kind of don't even really use them. What I miss or what? Straight right. Oh, another straight right.
Oh, he might try to get this, bro. He might try to get this finish
Is
in
he
round
coming
3.
back?
He's
Does
on
he
top.
stuff this takedown? He does stuff the takedown.
No, he doesn't.
Perez shoots again. Oh, Sousa lands on top.
Oh, shit, Rev. Yeah, that's why I love you, Mike Beltran. Get him right the fuck up. Love that. He didn't waste any time.
He literally didn't waste any time.
Let's go. My favorite Rev. Ooh, big straight left.
Oh,
the straight lefts are...
You're solid like 4 seconds ahead of me. But it's kind of nice. I like seeing. Just faint spinning shit.
This round 3 might be 10-8 territory. Bro, I had a feeling.
No.
Because I think Perez won round 1 and 2. But if Sousa gets a 10-8, this will be a draw. I remember them at the beginning of the broadcast showing this fight and draw graphics showing up on screen. I was like, why did they show that? I was really wondering that. I was like, why did they show draw graphic? I was like, yeah, fuck it. I didn't make any note of it. But now I'm like, motherfucker. Oh God,
another left. Oh, rocks him with that right.
Yeah. Bro, I don't know if this will last 2.5 minutes. Mikey might even not be able to let this shit go.
This was the one fight I said that would go the distance, if any, because this was the only one that wasn't was minus money to go over 1.5. And it's about to hit the over 2.5. Probably already did on yours.
It just did. Oh, you shouldn't have put them hands down. What are you doing?
Hands are down.
Oh,
hands on his hips, bro. What
I
was
know. Oh Lord, these hammers. Mikey's starting to dance. Mikey's starting to dance.
Dude,
Mikey's starting to dance. Mikey's starting to dance. Mikey's about to get in there.
Mikey likes it.
Mikey's dancing.
Get in there, bro. I thought he was in
over.
there. What the fuck
This
was
is
that?
over. This is over.
Oh my God. Get in there. There
He
you
had
go.
Mikey dancing. He
Jeez.
had Mikey
Great
didn't know what to
comeback.
do. He's like,
Great comeback, dude.
Oh, that was funny as hell.
Lazy said, I have a face for radio and I may or may not be a fugitive on the run from the law. I also smoked a lot of weed, so trivia not my strong suit, but I'll battle anyone with a paper bag on my head.
Well done.
Everyone's so intimidated by the trivia aspect, but like,
It's A or B.
yeah, a lot of exactly,
Yeah.
Gaff. A lot of these questions are 50-50. Also, a lot of them, like the first fucking question Mike got was like, how many World Series do the Red Sox have or some shit? You know, like, maybe it was Bruins. I don't even remember what it was. It was something about a random Boston sports team. It's like half of them are just random shit. So I am trying to make it all MMA going forward or close to it because I feel like that leaves people off guard. Battle changing his nickname to the Butcher was about as bad as Taporia nickname change. That's true. Oh, yeah, that Paris performance was pretty fun. How Sousa beat Ruffy. You think I'm going to lose to a French dude? Hilarious. No, I got taken down. Fuck. LOL lazy. I fear Sousa needs a finish in round 3. I mean, you feared the best outcome. LIL versus GC with Gaff as a guest host. Dude, I would love to play anyone because, I mean, obviously you guys can tell I'm into trivia if I made this fucking thing. But I always think, I'm like, I wonder how I would do. Like, I feel like a lot of them, it's hard to tell how you would do because I'm coming up with the answers. So I like know, you know what I mean? It's like I feel like I wouldn't actually do that good, but I would love to do it.
You would have to do one like right now, and then in like 2 years look at it so you can forget everything.
Yeah. You're right.
Like, all right, here's it. We're gonna just do it. I don't remember.
Lazy revealed as a Vietnam draft dodger. This is a great fight. 100% needs a finish, but can do it because Perez looks tired and was getting hit. Minus 240 live still for Perez. He's up 2-0, right? Live for Dirty Boxing? Nah. Just has to avoid the takedown. I'm just seeing Luke live come up with a reason to not hang out with his girlfriend on Saturday. Nah. If I do, I mean, no, I already said I'm not streaming Saturday. If anything, I would join Gaff's stream. I'm not putting in the work. I'm not making the assets. That way, I can't even do it if I want. 91%
I can't
alcohol.
even bet it. I haven't seen any odds for it.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably not going to get any. Lizzie, you sound like you belong at the Canfield Fair. Danger, me and George W. White wine vinegar, great for killing potential mold. A shower in the horse barn, Rob. Gaff just covers the holes with your thumb. Oh, just cover the holes with your thumbs. Perez dropped him from minus 220 to a minus 145. Can't wait to tell my grandkids I used to hang out with you dirtbags every week. True story, I used to play online poker with a Vietnam draft dodger. He lived in New Zealand. Use kosher salt to get in the hard-to-reach places, then wash it out. If you clean it every few days, doesn't really get that bad. I use pipe cleaners from kindergarten class, LOL. Every referee should not interfere to allow a fighter to stand up, in my opinion. What did I say before this fight? Isn't kosher salt just salt, Devin? Perez is a rock. Takedown spammer getting fucked up. He's done. Dave, Robin, kindergartners. Let's fucking go. What a comeback. Damn, the parlay lives. Over. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, my boy. Now that's what I call sweat. Let's fucking go. What a comeback. Sousa, a dog. He even KO'd Ruffy. Fuck my one dog pick. Wow, I couldn't message. He fucking did it. I would get easily overwhelmed with all the rules. I would immediately fail any question about other sports. And on the trivia thing, I had some of the questions, so it would be fun. You know it, Crystal Ball. Sousa got ridiculous shoulder muscles, LOL. His shoulder blades have shoulder blades. Lazy Bed going to be looking like the girl I lost my virginity to with that bag on his head. Lazy Bet is everywhere on the chats. BC would guest host, I bet. Yeah, the problem is I need... Like, Gaff and Minich are the only, like, realistic guest hosts because I need someone who knows what they're doing on the back end. Like, BC wouldn't be able to do it. It's different than him doing his live chat, you know? Long Island Luke versus Grumpy Luke. Perez nose is a mess. Lazy a draft dodger. Muhammad Lazy was popping pimps. What up, Shanka? Senko is greater than Arnold. That's true.
Who's Arnold?
Charlie or
Doesn't
whatever.
matter. Senko's greater than.
Is that this bitch? Is that shit? Sorry, I didn't mean to call it that. I'm just over here laughing, and every time I start typing, something new gets said. Then I gotta restart. That's how you know it's a good chat, Lazy. That's how you fucking know.
Senko for Queen of the Earth.
I mean, honestly. Even my girlfriend knows Senko.
How could you not?
My girlfriend literally just texted me, "Are you available this Saturday?"
She overheard. She's like, "Let me lock him in."
Yeah. I did just say yes, so I have a feeling I'm definitely not doing a stream. I mean,
I forgot to
joining.
confirm.
Babe, you know what? The UFC actually rescheduled for this weekend.
The UFC's feeder league.
It's salt, but it denotes the size and shape of your salt used. An example, diamond salt is the same thing, but a smaller flake. Lazy Bet, it's because every MMA fan knows where to be on a Tuesday night. This chat be popping. Lazy Bet must have retired on Bitcoin and can just watch all the MMA podcast streams and events during. Duran in the house. Sup, boys? Late to the party. Did I miss anything? You missed a first round KO in the first fight, and then a third round come from behind KO in the third fight. Duran. Also, I emailed you. I believe it's like your wife's email, so but I addressed it to you, not to be weird. But you won a koozie like two streams ago, dude. I know you already own one, but I still owe you one, dude. So email me back. Let me know what color you want, or just let me know right here. Does anyone pass the UFC mom test these days? We need to get Luke a world's best boyfriend shirt sometime for when he's on camera with MK. LOL. I have the world's best boyfriend shirt that's available on morningcombat.shop. It's on the back of the shirt, though. Maybe next pregame preview I'll wear it. But it's not till October. 18 siblings. Damn, Duran said shit. I'll hit you back tonight. All right, bet. Bet. Gaff, I'm ready to take another bong hit. I don't know why I'm so ready, but it's in my hand. I'm ready to go.
Put that shit in my hand.
If this money doesn't show, then you owe me.
And I'm ready, sir. Just
All
like
right.
that.
I appreciate your swiftness. Speaking of swiftness, how about Taylor Swift? No, I'm just kidding. Appreciate everyone for tuning in.
Football season's about to start. Don't do that to me.
Dude, I have an Amazon Fire Stick on every TV in this house because I don't have cable. And the home page today up top says Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. And it's a photo of them. Why the fuck? It's not even a show or anything. It's just a banner letting you know.
PR team for Taylor is top notch.
It's the weirdest shit I've ever... Like, dude, I don't... whatever. I saw it on social media and shit anyway. I don't need you to remind me on my TV. I don't know.
That must have cost so much money.
Dude, right? She must have a deal with Amazon or something.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Fucking smoke weed if you got it. Cheers.
Você tá ligado?
Smoke weed every day.
You'd love to see it. Oh, no.
Joshua Ash, I married the heiress to a pasta fortune. I have enough ravioli money for several generations.
Whoa.
Would your girl give you a hall pass for Laura Senko? Nah. Oh, damn, I should visit that shop. LOL. Respect, not chill. I almost put the Swift engagement in chat as a joke, and then you bring it up. Left my ass up. Their divorce will lead to some legendary music from Taylor. Can we build some momentum
Testing.
around the idea of LT dyeing his hair jet black? That would be a classic moment in MK lore.
Yeah, what was that about?
Smoke weed every day. Because Schaub just signed a deal with a hair dyeing company. And like Luke, during the show, BC puts up the picture, and Luke's like, I saw this on social media and thought it was fake. This is real? And BC's like, yes, it's real. And I said the exact same thing to BC when he sent me the assets. I said, dude, are you sure this isn't a Photoshop? He said, no, it's real. Because I literally...
AI?
I scrolled right past it on fucking social media. I was like, someone put Schaub on the fucking hair dye thing. Okay. You know, like, I literally was like, whatever. So I was surprised.
He knows how to make money. I got to give him that.
But BC said over under, $8,500. How much would it cost to get Luke to dye his hair? I don't even think he said black necessarily. He just said dye your hair, like obviously not gray, brown or black. And
he would look so funny because he'd have to do his beard and it just wouldn't look right.
He said under, and he said 8,000. Like, oh yeah, okay, you go $500 under. Like, you know damn well you'd do it for 1,000, maybe 5,000.
Luke would look like the brawny man if he did that.
Dude.
If he dyed his fucking beard.
I should have countered and said, for 1,000, I'll dye my shit. I'll Gordon Ryan it. I'll dye all my shit gray.
If you guys would just flip, that would be a hilarious episode. You go all gray, you just dye.
But dude, seriously, what would it cost you to dye your hair green or something for like? It's literally for a day, right? Or is it like have to be?
Mine
real?
would be for a very long time.
Would it have to be for real? Like, I don't know. That's the question that you'd have to ask BC. You know what I mean? Because if it's literally like, yo, me show up with gray hair for a day, I'll do that shit for like $500.
I would do gray hair.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I would do. Yeah, that would be sick. I'm not gonna lie. Gray hair, okay, I would do, but any colored hair, I wouldn't do. I'd probably.
But I'd
draw the
also
line there.
see. I'd do any color. I think I would also just want it to be like washed out after the episode that day. Like,
I'm
not
keeping it. With the gray, I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna rock this old man look out.
But see, that's what I wonder if Luke would do too if he did it, or if he would truly like rock it until it like naturally the gray took back over, kind of thing. Which isn't that long. Like BC just dyed his, and BC's already, you know, like
BC with the hair dyes when it used to like patch up and leak a little. Good time.
He had one recently that literally, like, when he joined the stream that day, I was like, oh, like, you know, like it like noticeably was different to me. I was like, oh. But again, like now I feel like you look back at that episode, it was only like a week or two ago. It's so different than it is yesterday's episode.
Yeah, I feel like gray hair provides wisdom and sometimes credibility.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I get why both of them do it. BC's often on TV and shit and wants to look a little younger. I get it.
Yeah.
At the same time, I also get why Luke is like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just let it be. Like, I'm probably going to be on the Luke side of things, and like, I don't care. When the gray comes, it comes. You know, like I already have a couple, like, big deal. Like, okay.
But I just want it to all come at once. I hate when it's like, pew, 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 pew.
That's kind of how I feel right now. I don't notice it until I'm like, my girlfriend has one of those mirrors, you know, like those makeup mirrors that are like
those
fucking magnifying glass.
Hey?
Bro, when I look into that, I only see the gray hairs. I'm like, oh shit, like look at that one, look at that one, like it's crazy. But I don't notice it otherwise. I'm like, oh yeah.
Every day you get closer and closer to becoming Luke Thomas. That would be hilarious before and after. Just like you now, and then you in 20, like the 45, and it's just you. It's Luke Thomas on the right.
So is a fade from now on. Easiest way to have a heart attack. This is by far the most positive MMA chat on the internet. Respect. Thank you, Cosmo. Shout out to the chat. They're the ones who make it. Lazy Bed last name is actually Bed Boy RD. He took his wife's last name. LOL. Kimbungil, you know, Chef Boyardee was from Cleveland. You may be onto something. Dude, imagine Lazy Bed was Chef Boyardee. Are we this far behind, or did I just get lost?
Alik Lorenz Larkin. Just kidding, Alec Lorenz.
Yeah, wait, I'm like, what? Make sure you regulate every now and again in honor of Nate Dogg. Shout out. 16,000 people, 50 cents each. Just saying. I will say, if LT did the hair dye, he'd have to go with gray or dark gray because that man has had dark gray hair since at least 2010. Look like Aljamain Sterling for a day for how much?
No.
Oh, that would have to be Gaff with the fucking green.
Yeah, the green braid back.
But he doesn't always have that, right? Like, is he walking around with that right now, or was that just a fight night thing?
That's such a funny thing that you say that because now that you mention it, I don't even notice what he looks like out of fight camp. I don't remember. I don't watch his podcast enough to know what he looks like on a daily basis.
I don't think he does it consistently enough. I feel like he rarely does it because I feel like I would watch if he actually did it on like a scheduled basis.
Right, and he used to do it way more often, the weekly scraps.
I agree.
These days, I feel like it's not as much. So I feel like he might throw out when he doesn't have a fight, and he just has it loose, like a little puff thing going on. But no,
people dye their hair for like O'Malley always does that shit. I know his wife's like a hairdresser, but
yeah, what a hack to have in coloring your hair all the time. You could just get it done at home at any second of life. You're like, fuck it, can you do it right now while I play video games?
Yeah, I mean, if you're into that, I personally, to me, that would be like such a wasted hack. I'd be like, ugh, I need a haircut every 3 months. Like, you good? Like maybe a little more often than that.
That is rough. You know what I mean? Well, that is a tough gimmick to keep up. Like, that's the one thing where he bit himself in the ass with that, with the colors and all that shit, because he didn't realize that it's like 8 hours for getting your hair done, especially when it's all different colors getting done. So it's wild.
He's said that before, that he he's regretted like past designs, so he just does like one color now because he doesn't want to like wait for the 3 colors. Like,
yeah, he's one of those guys I feel like is gonna regret a lot at the end. Like, I see him recently saying that he regrets not wrestling in high school. Like, bro, high school wrestling wasn't gonna change shit.
Yeah,
like maybe collegiate, but high school wrestling I feel like wasn't really gonna change.
Rob
shit.
was still gonna have his way with you. How gay do you have to be to acknowledge anything Taylor Swift? Asking for a friend. I mean, I guess you have to be pretty gay to ask how gay you have to be to acknowledge anything Taylor Swift, honestly. And if your ass is a busta, LOL hardcore. Hey, look, did you see my comment in chat on MK the other day? For some reason, your plosives were popping your mic heavily, but seemingly just on MK. Sounds perfect here. Different equipment, I imagine. Was it on Monday or Friday?
Oh, these boys wasting no time. Is this Yakhyaev? Who's in there?
If it's Monday, Sleeto, I've mentioned before. So when I'm in studio, like yesterday, did you say yesterday? You said the other day. Well, let me know first if it was Monday or Friday.
Oh Lord! Lord! He's out, Mark. Stop the fight.
Oh, this guy was like a minus 1,000, bro. Yeah. Minus 1,000 cashes. The under 1.5 was minus 205. I mean, that was pretty explanatory there. What weight class was that?
That felt like Yakhyaev's weight class, but I'm gonna say that was middleweight.
I hope it was light heavy, but I feel like it was middle or welter. Haven't smoked since Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier card. BC was asking if he is getting fat. You got to tell him he's not fat. He's just wearing way too tight of shirts. Here's the idea. You turn Super Chats on for one episode of MK, and you set a goal of like 500 or something, and if it gets hit during the stream, LT dyes his hair next time you're in studio. All right, I've said this before, though. The money from MK's YouTube goes to someone else because they have a contract with all the smoke and get paid from all, like, they get a flat fee regardless of how good or bad the channel does. So like extra, there's no way, if we turn on Super Chats, there's no way for us to retrieve that money. So the way to do it would have to be on Luke's channel, Brian's channel, or this channel, and have you guys send the Super Chats there. That way one of us 3 could retrieve the money and use it, you know? something like 6 to 7 weeks ago. Any man who dyes his hair after the age of 30 is weird. Yeah, I wouldn't say weird. No, I wouldn't say weird. It's also like easy to say now, you know, like if I go gray next year, I might be like, I'm dyeing my hair. You know, like I feel like I want to at least have colored hair till I'm,
50.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe like late 40s, 50. Yeah. I'm sure when I'm at 47, I'll be like, no, I want it at least till I'm 55, like 2035.
I have this friend Brett that travels a lot. Like he goes to like India and Thailand and all these crazy places and just tries new food, watches bands playing, shit like that. And he's been gray for a good like fucking 7-8 years now and gives no fucks, and I love it.
How old
like
is he?
He's probably 2 years younger than us.
Oh,
and he's been gray for the longest time. It's the craziest thing ever. Like he's got like a lot of gray in his beard and a lot of gray in the sides of his head and shit. And I'm just like, bro, how is this possible? You're like,
dude, I have one friend who has like a long gray streak, like a thick streak, like a couple inches wide in his hair. But other than that, I don't know anyone our age who's like actually full gray or anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's always been so funny to me. I'm like, how is what?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Bald is one thing. I know a bunch of people who've been bald since they were, 18, but
yeah. He's probably going to be one of those guys with the full white hair when he's like 60. You know what I mean?
It's like just been getting lighter as the years go. Left my fucking ass off. Heavy gray is a bonus, means you probably won't go bald. Surely dyeing your hair before 30 is weirder. No? I think he was saying like you're young enough then where you want to hide it. But I don't know. I'm going to put 50 as the cutoff of dyeing your hair. Can we get y'all's honest take on the Raja situation? This is a safe space. Those videos of before, during, and after were surreal to watch. So I'll say straight up, here's my whole interpretation of it. I wake up in the morning, Gaff sent me the video. I watched the video, and it had like, I will say it was like a 3-minute video, and admittedly, I watched the assault for 40 seconds, whatever. And then I skimmed through the video. I saw the Army veteran photo, and I saw Rampage talking, and I was like, who is this? I don't know who, like I know who Rampage is, but I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I had just woken up, so I texted Gaff, and I'm like, yo, who's Raja? Like, who the fuck is that? And you're like, yo, that's Rampage's son. He just did this, that. You basically explained what was already in the video you sent me. So then I'm like, all right, I'm an asshole. Let me watch this video now with audio on and like see what happened here. But I was obviously like, yo, what the fuck? Also, like, my take of it on Sunday, we'll call it, because was that Sunday morning? I think so. Was, oh, shit. Like, I saw the assault, and then I saw the beer can smashing on the head, and I was like, oh, all right. Obviously, that doesn't justify anything, but I was like, oh, that's why he acted out on this guy. And then you sent me another video, Gaff. You were like, yo, I just sent you a video on Instagram or whatever. And it was him, like, sitting ringside being like, yeah, they said I could hop in there and beat him up or whatever. So then I was, like, getting all this other context being like, okay, so they told him he could go in there. He obviously went way too fucking far with it. But that was, like, kind of all I knew. I don't want to say all I knew. I knew 75% of it or whatever. Then I go into MK yesterday, and then, like, BC and Nadir, who we work with, who isn't in, like, combat sports fan whatsoever, starts, like, but he's a big streaming and, like, video game guy, so he knew Raja, I guess. Or maybe he just had heard of the video. And he was, like, explaining everything to me, and he's like, they apologized twice, then there's the video from Ed, and he's like giving me all these other videos, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fucked. So yeah, that's my honest take. It's fucked, and he's probably going to jail for a long time, I would assume.
Yeah, especially if what happens to Stu is more severe, because he still has to recover. I mean, imagine if he never recovers. If
Bro,
he's still
forget
in his vegetative state or whatever.
I don't even think I don't know how the laws work that well, but I don't even think that matters. I don't even think it matters if he makes a full recovery in 2 days or if it takes him fucking 2 years to recover or he never recover. Like, I think it's literally like just the fact that the guy apologized to you. You then sat there. The chat was calling him a bitch. You're not going to do anything. And then he's like, I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of this guy. I'm going to fuck him up. Like, you're premeditating it. Then you're going in there and literally would not have stopped if no one pulled him off. And not only that, when they pulled him off, we're still trying to fight now these new guys. Like, still willing to fight. Like, that's not, oh, I'm getting my revenge. Let me punch this guy once or twice. That's like, I want to murder this guy. And if you notice too, not to be really gruesome now, but I was thinking this in the moment. I was like, how do you actually punch someone 23 times unanswered and feel like how do you not stop at some point and be like, oh, it's mush now. I'm like, not, exactly. I'm not hitting anything hard anymore. It's like I've made, like, his jaw is broken, like all that. Like, and if you notice now, again, not to be gruesome, he punches the same side like 7-8 times. And I think he has that realization, like, oh, this side isn't satisfying anymore. And then goes to the other side. And it's just like, bro, it's fucking disgusting. It's, I don't want to even, I just spent a lot of time talking about it, but I, like, now that I would like, I just like kind of relived it and I'm like, oh God, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, it was definitely the biggest thing. Unfortunately for Johnny Walker and Aljamain Sterling, it was the biggest news of the weekend.
I know.
By far.
And we had a whole text about it, MK-wise, being like, should we cover this? And I voted yes. I said, I think it's the biggest story. Mm-hmm. And they were like, if we get a DM on it, let's just talk about it in DMs. And we got a DM on it, and that was it.
Absolutely gonna get a DM.
Yeah, exactly. Gaff, if people haven't checked out your commentary, they should. Your Raja landed beautifully, so poetically and sincerely as a crisis and intervention specialist. It was powerful. Thank you. Damn.
Appreciate that, Wilson.
Let's go. 88 gigawatts. Oh, God. So far behind. First might be an actual mauling. LT was kind of being a hoe with that question about the fighters being inspirational on Monday. Yeah, that was awkward. That was really awkward. Bro, the size difference of these two dudes left my ass off. Yeah, fucking mauling. Had him by sub, though. Whoops. That was a serious pounding. Thought about throwing $5 on the dog. I'm glad I didn't. Both my predictions came true. Not that they were hard to make. I missed the whole fight. We roll on. Group watch along with all three of you on Luke's channel.
Oh, yeah.
We could definitely. That's like definitely realistic. It's just. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Not that it's not. I think we have to do it for a purpose, if that makes sense. Like, I'm still totally down for the idea of us doing a watch along together and to raise money to then do MK Invades Your House or whatever. You know, like, the money goes towards that. Like, I need there to be, like, a reason where, you know, not that, I mean, I would love to have them all on whenever, but without simulcasting it, and then it's going to be on me to simulcast it, and now I'm streaming to 3 different destinations on this computer, and I'm like, I don't know. This isn't StreamYard, you know? Is this worth adding all this extra shit? I digress. Is that why MK doesn't do memberships? Yes, Dave, that is pretty, yeah, it's exactly why. There's no, like, incentive, really. But BC, I've been telling, I told him how to do it, and I've been, like, reminding him, like, dude, you got to do the memberships. He really wants to do members-only content, and he doesn't know right now what his schedule is going to be now that the Paramount deal has gone through. So he doesn't want to commit to telling you guys, like, oh, I'll do members-only content and not be able to do it. So I think that's what's stopping him. But I'm like, yo, just do the emojis. Instead of LT having to dye his hair, he has to acknowledge the good people in MMA. Eminem would disagree. All right, I guess you twisted our arm. We now have to do $8,000 worth of super chats on this channel to get LT to dye his hair. LOL. If you ever do the simulcast with all the personal channels like you guys have discussed, we could do it. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But then we have to. Almost feel like it would just be easier though to do it on one, like preferably Luke's. Honestly, he has the biggest following. One channel, because then all the money goes to one place. It's a lot easier than being like, okay, I got this much worth of super chats. BC's got this much. Luke's got this much. Add it all together. You know, like. Eminem would agree that he's weird. That's more proof. Lazy, I watch a couple football channels that do a couple times a week. It's a good idea. Touche. His new old track's pretty good. Interpreter can get it quick. It was his fans on Kick calling him a pussy, rage baiting him into basically attempted murder. Raj was strong. Dude debate. Getting hit by a fake beer can can't be a reason to beat a man to death. Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I think Raj was wrong. No debate, I think you meant. Yeah. The person who said Raja can get his get back claimed he was in character and it was a part of the work. Yeah, everyone involved on the Raja side are making excuses and are total losers. What up, donks? I'm here and tuned into the fights because I got the day off work. Let's go. We are live. If it was a random dude, he'd already be locked up awaiting total sub. Just attacking an unconscious person is insane. The fact he's not arrested yet is wild. That's really the crazy part. How is he not in jail?
California, huh? That's how you rolling in California over there? Damn, Cali.
Fucking wild.
I'm going to stop going there on vacation. Fuck that.
Yo, for real. All the evidence is on film. I've been to jail over an accusation of assault. What the fuck is going on? That's crazy, dude. Who could have guessed that Rampage Jackson's son lacks self-control and discipline? See, I hate when people are saying shit like this. And I saw someone be like, his name is Rampage. What'd you expect? I'm like, because of his name, his nickname, his son is going to, like, come on. You know, I don't like shit like that.
Yeah.
Also, like, you can never blame the parents in a situation. The person themselves made that decision, you know?
Yeah, he's an adult at that point.
Yeah, exactly. What fight we on? The second or third? We're on the fourth. Fourth fight coming up, I think. Jimmy Smith had a lawyer on talking about it, how the defense may play it. Interesting. Fourth, only 2 left. Oh, true. You got to get Ariel versus Luke for the next prop quiz. That would be a great matchup.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Connor wannabe. Yeah, laying into the guy that many times when he's unconscious is pretty deranged. All good. I'll rewind later. Guy was out of control. Anyone been sent to hell yet on this card? Everyone's been finished, but no one's really been sent to hell. 1.21 gigawatts. Who's on the schedule for the upcoming prop bets? Sorry if you already said prior. I'm not giving it away. You got to tune in Friday. I'll probably announce it on MK Friday. Either way, the episode will come out after MK on Friday, so you'll see on Friday. That's how we roll, all right? Raja wins Scorched Earth. Fuck. Raja wins Scorched Earth on that wrestler. That singer on AGT is singing Never Gonna Give You Up. Left my fucking ass off. Rick Rollin, AGT live. Imagine being unconscious while someone ground and pounds you as hard as he can like that. His head must be so sore. Heard the promotion involved was telling the guys not to talk to police. I did see that too. Where are the women's MMA fights on Dana White Contender Series? Is LT going to rant about how Dana White hates women? We know he does. It's a good point. Has there been any this year? We got to find Alan W. before doing a donk funding stream. That's a good point too, Dave. Alan W. has been MIA.
Hey, Dubs, where you at, brother?
But has he been in like Luke's streams? It's one thing to be MIA here. Has he been MIA as a whole?
I think I did see him somewhere in a stream where I was like, oh, I didn't know he was over here too. But it was random. I was just like, you know how like you'll scroll a video and then it'll start playing? But at that time, they were reading his comment. I'm pretty sure it was A-Dubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I feel like I saw him in Luke's, I almost said watch along, but Luke didn't do a watch along. Maybe it was 319 Luke's watch along. I feel like I might have seen him in there.
It might have been MMA fighting for me. Somewhere. Like a Between the Links or something.
Ooh. Shut up. And is it weird the police still haven't arrested Raja? For sure. Mike Collin, there's a picture evidence. Maybe they're just like gathering all the, you know what I mean? I know that can take a while because if there's like multiple charges, which I would assume there are, you want to charge them with all of those. You don't want to like charge with one. I guess you can charge with one and add more as the case goes, right? I don't know how. We need Jed in here. Mike Conlon, there's a picture evidence of the text messages stating that actually, I think Alan W. got whacked. Guy fell off the face of the earth. Alan W. was in the MK chat Monday, wasn't he? He wasn't DM. Chill had some terrible takes, but usually they're funny. This is just bad. I don't know. Chill on his own channel, I don't even watch it. It's like, I'm not going to just listen to Chill rant to Chill. But like, I'll listen to a Chael.
I love Chael.
I'll listen to a Chael interview all day, every day. I just don't want to hear him talk to the camera by himself because it's all just butchering names and saying stupid shit that we all know isn't true.
I'd love to have Chael on One More Round Fights. Also, his take would be pretty good on this whole Raja situation.
Oh, what happened? I'm gonna.
What's happening?
Oh, drops him with the right. He gets right back up.
Upside down. How's
he gets right back up. Dude, they're saying the same thing Cormier does. How did he wake up that fast?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's one good shot probably from going lights out, honestly. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Ooh, another stiff one coming through.
Oh no, Damon Wilson plus 400 has his whole family in the Apex. Hasn't sent a super chat in months. Chael has the worst takes. Fuck. He's protecting Rampage. Jeremy Stevens in his corner. Chael is an absolute moron, and I wish people would stop pretending he's cool or funny. His shtick is tired, and I wish he would go away. People saying lock up Rampage or on one. Yeah, that's just stupid. Ariel versus Mike would be great. Versus Mike Heck? Being sued for a failed boob job, lazy. He should be locked up for a few years, but if he is a first-time offender in California with a good lawyer, he might just get probation. I don't know. I feel like even if you're a first-time offender, I feel like you got to do at least a year.
Yeah, it
Danny
was funny
Segura.
to see Phil Rowe and Kevin Lee also have takes on this.
What'd they say?
Kevin Lee was like, Rampage, your son gotta go take a nap, man. He gotta go lay down somewhere. He's like, I don't know what he gotta go lay down somewhere. He gotta go relax.
Shango said Danny Segura versus Aaron Bronstetter. That's a solid idea.
Danny Segura is a great one.
See, because Oscar was saying to have Mike Bond versus Jose Youngs, that's MMA Junkie versus MMA Fighting, I was like, oh, then I could do Danny Segura versus, and I was trying to think of another MMA Fighting so that it's two Junkie
Jose
versus
Youngs?
Fighting matchups. Jose already going against Bond. Oh, gets dropped again. Okay, there we go. Oh, and he's out. All right. Barbosa with the TKO. Round one. Whew.
That was a pounding.
So far, the plus money over 1.5s are over.
Ouchies.
And all the favorites. No. Yeah. All the favorites have won. For a second, I thought Wilson just won, but Wilson just lost. People blaming Rampage have low IQ. His son is 26 and made his own decision. Exactly. People who blame parents for anything other than a child under the age of like fucking 14 years old. Yeah, I guess 18 is acceptable. But even like 14. Like,
I'd say 16.
All right, as soon as my kid is 16,
17, you should have some fucking sense by then.
As soon as you're 16, you're your own fucking person, and that's not a reflection of who your parents raised. Your parents might have raised a perfectly good person. You're just a fucking douchebag. That's just reality. Oh, God, and a whole crowd watching in Illinois. I hate when they do this to big underdogs. Laugh my ass off. Straight setting his ass up. I'm not saying because Rampage is called Rampage is why Raja lacks self-control and discipline. I'm saying because Rampage Jackson... I know I wasn't saying you were saying that. I was saying I've heard people saying that, and I'm like, dude, that's just ridiculous. I used your comment earlier to make that point. But I also disagree with that. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't know how this kid was raised, so I don't fucking know. But Little heathen, like father, like son. I'm saying Rampage is a shit father. Rampage first reaction to his son almost murdering a dude was literally, guys, actually, Psycho Stu is still alive. So, yeah, that's... I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Rampage was live as well when it happened, if I'm right.
Yeah, he was.
So he reacted live, which, like, again, no excuse, but also it's a little easier to come across nicer if he had time to, like, think of a statement. And, like, I know he did put out a statement, and it still wasn't even really that, like, apologetic. So I guess he just sucks. But I will say, like, it'd be hard to come up with something real time that's, like, thoughtful and shit in that moment.
Also, what you can't really release too much in your statement because you might be admitting fault, and this is definitely going to be a legal thing. So,
True.
You know, that could have something to do with it.
Ace said, surprised MK didn't cover it as a segment. Biggest news story of the week, and we didn't get anything. We just said there was a whole DM on it. We did like 10 minutes on it. They didn't even want to talk about it, and they went for a few minutes on it. Just like when I started talking about it, at first I thought I wanted to talk about it, and then the more I started saying, I was like, I don't want to talk about this shit. Like, fuck this guy. Let's move on. It was fucked up. Hopefully he goes to jail. I don't ever want to hear about him again, you know, unless it's his sentencing. Oh, God, Mike Beltran is still a licensed referee. Took the fight to go 1 round at plus 115. Damn. You watch Luke's watch along while you're doing your own watch along? Good question there, Dave. Obviously not. Often, either that night, because I'll stay up drinking, I'll go back and watch like Luke's reactions. Like I'll fast forward through shit and watch his reactions, and or I'll do it the next morning because I like to just have a podcast on. And there's no real like Sunday morning podcast now that Gaff's like I do Sunday nights. So I feel like when I wake up, I'll either I probably already watched the press conference the night before, so I'll usually just watch Luke's watch along and laugh in hindsight, knowing how the fights ended. Like, he had this one completely wrong, or he was spot on with this one, you know. And I usually fast forward through it, but yes, good question, Dave. We want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Chael in DC is okay. Oh, left my ass off. Good guy, bad guy. I've never actually watched Good Guy, Bad Guy. I'm not gonna lie. The only DC show I ever watched was DC and Helwani. As soon as it went to DC and RC, I was like, fuck this. Good news, my dispensary started selling 2-gram vapes. Nice. Arrests don't happen right away with assault. Earlier this year, they picked up a guy I know for assault, and it was a couple of weeks after the incident. Okay. Now, there's no excuse for the LAPD to be this slow. It's all on tape. 2-hour live stream doesn't take 4 days to solve. Oh, he's respawned. Chael's take on the Raja thing sucks balls. Chael's take is the worst take I've ever seen on the Raja situation. Wow, terrible take by Gaff about Chael's take. I literally woke up from hitting the canvas with his face. Get Average Joe Art on prop quiz. I'd be down for that if he's in. He could be in the donk bracket. What's up, Florida, where the surf is def up, LOL. Always got to stop by and hit the like button. Anything good so far? I already let my ESPN Plus app go, and this isn't on the East. It's been 4 finishes.
Wait, Chael actually had a take on this? Oh, man.
Yeah, apparently it was terrible. 3 first-round finishes, Thomas Gray, and a come-from-behind third-round finish. So they've been good. Haven't seen much from any of these fighters, though, if we're being honest, but I think I've seen enough about Sousa to be like, I don't know if I trust this guy because he had the come-from-behind win, but he is going to get it. But I want to keep that in mind. If he's a heavy favorite in his debut, I'm going to be like, fuck this guy, you know?
Because even Pereira took an L, you know?
Yeah. Chael has a writer, LOL. Imagine getting KO'd twice in the same fight. Haha, lazy bad. Didn't that one disgraced judge write some of Chael's lines? Oh, Doug Crosby? KO. In California, they go light if you are a first-time offender. It's literally in their rules. They have to. It's why Kane only has to serve 2/3 of his sentence. Damn it. Ben the Bane versus Oscar Willis. Someone said that earlier, Dave. I like that idea. Hit again. Bro was out. Let's go. Wilson found the ultimate power source. LOL. UPS. Backup kicked in. The rematch. Wow. Red Shorts sucked. 2 times KO'd. Carnage out. Fuck, 40 seconds to end the round. Holy out. in front of his whole family and extended family watching at a watch party in Illinois. His whole family in City was watching Tough Scenes. Oh, he took a trip deep to the deep, dark depths of hell, Luke. Crazy 3 KOs. EKC Layden versus Esther Lynn. Book it. Ooh. I don't need them fucking fighting afterwards, you know. You gotta keep it safe here. No. He just gets up like the Undertaker. That's actually a good one. Kim Bong-il. LOL, Kim Bong-il. Fuck. Damn, that guy's a freaking tank. I always feel bad for the loser. My bad. I didn't have Wi-Fi and didn't see it. LOL, Dave. The people who win on Contender Series are tall boy cans, and the people who lose are standard 12-ounce cans. Anyone standing out to you tonight? No, honestly. The minus 1,000 favorite? Like, maybe. I don't know. All these fights have been ending too quick. At the end of the night, they're all just cans. Let's change the subject. Who is Angela White, and why does Luke like her? I believe she's a pornographic movie star. And I think that answers the other question. BC only does strawweight watch-alongs. BC was on for what? What does he call her? Red Rocket Russian Ronda Arena Alexieva or whatever. Random chick. I don't even know if she's a strawweight. On to the next. Come on, man. Boobs. That's the answer. Are the rumors of Zhang giving up her title real? Really?
For what?
Yeah, to move up and fight Valentina? I didn't hear that.
That's a bad move. It's
5
a bad
gram
move, little
vapes.
girl. You better sit down at 115. Don't challenge the queen. Do not challenge the queen, Jake.
Dude. I picked 4 contracts, but at this rate, there might be 5 again. Yes, Doug Crosby. I couldn't remember the name. Most surprising part about LT liking Angela White is she's a white woman with not even an ounce of Latina in her blood. Angela White is a tenured professor and researcher of contagious diseases at the Columbia University School of Medicine. Nixick versus Longo. I'd rather do like Longo versus Sarah. Like that would be a good one.
Yeah, that's a
going to be 4 KOs, all fave parlay. Incoming, maybe hard to book, but Chiesa versus Brady 2 on Prop Quiz. Yeah, that's hard to book. Also, why that matchup? Damn, I didn't know there was a person on Earth that didn't know who Angela White was. LOL. I voted 3 contracts. It could be more. Angela White, great girl. Never met her. Are you guys going to get Angela White on the casting couch? I mean, RSD couch. No, dude, we're not getting anyone on any couch because no one wants to fucking come to the apartment and interview fighters here because there's no couch. We don't have one anymore. Matt Serra voice, way to fucking go, Aljo.
Where is that couch?
Strickland versus Curtis. That would be good. It's still it's 75 Montgomery, bro.
Really?
Ask Langford. Ask Langford. I bet we can get access to it. Also, did you hear Jay is moving?
To where?
I wasn't going to say where on the stream, but out of state.
Oh, wow. I would probably guess somewhere with water, so I would probably guess Florida. Would be my guess.
It's a pretty good guess. I don't know. I heard he's moving, but my instant thought was, what does that mean for Jake and that new studio and all that shit?
Why does Jake work for him?
Yeah, Jake. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's full time or anything, but I know he does. And remember, Jake's like, I have that studio in Jersey, Jay's studio, if you ever want to use it. But we've been like, we're not gonna go to fucking Jersey for a watch along. Like maybe one big card. Yeah. But I'm hoping that if he is moving, Jake still has access. Like I don't know if that leaves with him. That matchup because I thought they were both friends of MK. Who was both friends of MK? Who'd you say again?
Yes, and
Sean Brady. Good call. LIL, give me a break. You believe she is a porn star, my dude? You know, just like the rest of us degenerates. Is it really a bad idea for Weili to vacate and move up if they're getting rid of pay-per-view points for champs and going to just adjust the pay to be potentially more fair in general for top fighters? Gaff's under the impression it's a bad idea because he loves Valentina, and I'm very pro Valentina too, but I don't know if it's necessarily a bad idea. If she's getting older and wants to move up in weight, Valentina.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, but Val's like a year or 2 older than her, so like the older she gets, the older Val's getting too, and it's just I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Val's just oversized. Val's just gonna. I mean, if you had problems with Rose Namajunas and Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you're gonna have big problems
True.
with Valentina Shevchenko. And Valentina Shevchenko could wrestle too. So
That's a good point. But I also just feel like, yeah, I don't know. Like, do you favor Val against Natalia Silva, who's the number
Huh?
one contender right now?
Of
Right?
course. What?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Natalia
yeah,
Silva.
yeah.
What the
No,
fuck?
I'm like, I don't know if I like. I would have to see the odds. I'd have to see the odds. Brendan Schaub versus Brian Campbell. That's a great idea. Brian with an I, though,
Brendan
not a
Shaw
Y.
versus anybody would be entertainment.
No, but Schaub versus BC would be good because BC would also throw in Schaubisms, and I feel like they would just go right over Brendan's head. Even they would go over my head too. You know. When the Paramount money comes in, MK should get an orange Nickelodeon couch. Oh shit. Well, if you remember, MK essentially used to wait. No Paramount money's coming to MK now that I'm reading this closer. Paramount money might be going to BC, but BC's the only Paramount employee. We're all the smoke employees. We used to be Paramount employees, technically. Well, not me personally, but they used to be through Showtime and shit. Valentina's school's Wei as long as she isn't washed. Jay was looking thick with 3 C's in that workout fit.
Workout fit.
Yo, you didn't see this all? We were talking about it in the group chat. You didn't read
All I
all
saw
this?
was the one picture, and I'm like, why did he
Oh
send
my
that to
god.
them?
Well, I don't want to spoil that picture yet because I don't know if they're going to show that, but we did over under 100. We showed the workout vid of Jay on the stream and then said over under 190 pounds. How much can Jay bench press right now? And Luke shit on Jay for 5 minutes and was like, under, way under. and then I texted Jake and was like, or I texted the group and was like, Jake, you need to get us a fucking response video from Jay. And then the picture was sent and all that. So I don't know if we're getting a video, but I really hope we're getting a video. I want it for Friday's show. We still got a few days. So.
He's on a Rocky style workout regimen right now.
Bro,
Just
he's
to make
wild with that shit. I'm going to try and take a piss quick before this fight starts. So I'm going to be right back.
Yeah, do your thing.
Oh, that was me. Sorry, I got to go this way. There we go.
I don't know anything about any of these guys, Trent Miller or Ryan Gandra. But Gandra looks like what is it? Gandra's the favorite? Minus 190? No, that can't be right. I don't know what these odds they're showing are. But I have faith in this going under because a lot of these other fights have gone under. And I don't think this train's slowing down anytime soon. Especially if this is the main event. This would be wild if it somehow lasted long. But, I mean, it looks like by this guy's highlights, lots of finishes. I see him pulling a ghillie. And then his opponent looks pretty tough, but he looks heavy-handed, and he looks like he's going to try to land some damage on this dude. So he looks kind of quick, too. He might have to watch out. That head movement might be a little bit too much for him. He might get fucking clocked. You never know. But I know that we're in for a treat because all these Tuesday fights have been pretty fire. Seriously, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. These Tuesday fights have been pretty good, and I'm glad that I don't have to bet any of these. It's a nice little break from the weekend of having to come up with some overs, unders, and who's gonna win. And I get to be a fan on Tuesday, so this is nice. I appreciate Dana White's Contender Series, and I'll always show some love to it. I'm never gonna talk shit about it. Because I appreciate it. And nice little midweek, too. It's not, nice little appetizer to get you into the weekend, because usually you'll have some PFL or some other promotion on Thursday or Friday to get you through. So a nice little Tuesday session of MMA is a nice little, and it splits up the week very nicely. So appreciate them for that.
Infrared said, get the couch from the wire. Old Dave said, I heard a champ hasn't collected pay-per-view points in years due to lack of pay-per-view buys. Interesting. When BC said the MK is filmed where Pablo Torre finds out, my mind exploded because I couldn't put my finger on why I recognized the set. LOL. Yeah, when we literally, like, when we went in there, they, like, almost presented that studio that way. They were like, yeah, this is Pablo's studio. Like, not that it is, but, like, that's the biggest show they do out of it, essentially. And they had Ariel on like the week before we started there, which was also funny because the guys who work there know nothing. They're learning more now that we've been there for a year and a half or whatever. But they know nothing about MMA, and they were like, "Oh, we had an MMA guy on recently on Pablo," and I was like, "Who?" And they're like, "Ariel," you know, like
Ariel?
Yeah, like they were like, I think Prime Val 5043 is Natalia Silva. Who can bench, squat, and deadlift more, one of you guys or Pennington James? Maybe Gaff. Otherwise, probably Pennington James is in good shape, right? Yeah. I was going to say, Gaff's a big dude, and Pennington, in his defense, is also in great shape right now. I'm definitely last out of those two. Paramount is going to pick up MK in 2026. I hope so. Christian L, pause. If you shake it more than twice, you're just jerking off. That's a fact. Shake it 3 times. Sorry, I'm very homeless.
Shake it.
LIL girlfriend versus Gaff girlfriend on prop quiz. Oh, my God.
That would be a hilarious matchup.
They would love that too much. And it would get it would get 7 views. It would be like the worst fucking video. But
it's 10-0. It's
they would love that shit though. Yeah. I'd have to make no MMA questions. Like yeah, that's funny. I just realized Barbosa from that last fight looks like a Brazilian Piotr Jan. LOL. Gandra sounds like one of Godzilla's enemies. I can bench pretty heavy. I love doing bench at the gym. Dude is a Chippendale.
A Chippendale is crazy.
This guy took this on short notice, Trent Miller. Because the original main event was like, forgetting the guy's name, but it wasn't Miller.
That was definitely my favorite thing to do, smacked at the gym, though. A little bench action, when you little smacked, walk in there.
That sounds dangerous when you're
that
smacked.
pump going.
Sleeta said, bro, I'm 35. I got to wiggle it for 5 minutes or else more comes out the moment I step away from the toilet. 4-inch reach advantage here for Gandra. And a 2.5-inch reach advantage. Did I say reach the first time? I meant height. I think I said reach both times.
That's funny. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I was like, what am I? I knew I sounded like an idiot.
What was the second one?
If we were watching PFL, it would be leg reach, dick reach, elbow reach.
Yeah, that's some crazy stats over there. There'll be like wrist circumference. You're like, yeah. What?
They're like, whoa, the speed of his hair when he threw that punch was 12 miles per hour.
Oh.
What do we got?
If you have an under, you're feeling good.
Oh, dude, blue is rocking red. Gandra's rocking Miller. Gandra. Gandra?
What are these?
We didn't
chicks?
even look at the
What
parlays, too. I got to see what cashed and shit. We'll look at it after this fight. It's not like we were in on any of them. I think most fighter contracts have a threshold for pay-per-view buys. They only start getting points beyond a certain number of buys, like 250, 500, etc. I was going to read the stats, but then I got... Speaking of, I have a pack bong right now, Gaff. Is this gonna? Oh, there's that straight
right across his fucking chin. The chin check of all ages.
Remember when Prime was like a big thing? The drink. I feel like that shit died.
Yeah, when Matt Holloway stood on Prime, when Tapuria stood on Monster.
Yeah.
Never forget that. That was the reason he lost. I was like, not the Prime logo. Anything but the Prime logo. No, Max.
The best part of that is no one was actually pointing at a logo. They were just pointing down where they were standing. But everyone, like, I've seen so many memes of, like, Ilya wanted to drink Monster, but Max is more of a Prime guy, you know? All right. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We got 69. Oh, shout out 69 people watching. Let's go. 55 likes. At least 14 of you could just hit that thumbs up. Also, if you don't already follow us, subscribe, all that shit. Smoke weed. Here we go. Cheers.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh God, I keep doing that. Every time I put the bong down, I fucking get it caught on my headphones. Oh, Lord. Oh, buckled him. And that is academic.
And buckled him. Oh, that was an early stoppage.
I mean, after the shellacking he took, that's probably.
PFL did kind of tone down the smart cage stats like strike speed after people like LT complained about them. Chalk Donkey Parlay looks like it's going to pan out. Let's go. Ouch. Prime definitely died off. I work at a grocery store, and when we first got it, it was flying off the shelf, but now it barely sells at all, right? What's the average age of the fighters tonight? 35 plus? I didn't actually look at any of their ages. Were they all that old? How is Miller still standing? Gandra is the tall boy in this can versus can fight. Never mind. Rip. Oh, the power bar, the Golden Boy MMA screen was peak technology. Hello, all. What up, mommy? Cash it. LOL. Nice guys. Well, all the chalk parlays hit. Let's fucking go. Your baby is back. Right. Shazam. This is your brain on drugs, kids. Woo. Favorites parlay for plus 192 hit. Prime sold because it was a fad with kids. The drink is dog shit. Jesus Blue is a violent son of a bitch. I had 2 over-unders and 4 fights to end in rounds 1 to 2 parlays that schmidacked.
Very nice.
Wow, Gandra is a beast. Gandra versus Pfeiffer. Have you had a Prime? I feel they are disgusting. So much sugar. I have not, actually. I do it. When I went to the UFC Apex, they had a fridge full of green lemon lime Primes. And I was like too intimidated to go grab one. You know, there was like a bunch of people around, and I was like, I know I could probably easily help myself to this, but I don't want to like go over there right now. You know,
it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it was, and it was like
power,
the
but I don't
schmo.
want to abuse it.
Bro, it was like the schmo and Helen Yee like sitting in my way. Like I was like, hey schmo, can you move? Let me grab a Prime. You know, like
get your glasses out of the way.
Cheers, everyone. Great stream tonight. Make our minute. Dave, we're not done. We got to find out who gets the contracts, all right? That's the highlight of the stream. Yeah. But I appreciate you.
I'm going to get a water before we do that, though.
All right.
Should I get a beer, too, to enjoy it?
You should 100% because your boys are.
Oh, all right.
Bro, I've been drinking. Why do you think I had to take a piss? I mean, shit.
I fucked up. I fucked up.
You're good.
At least I'll celebrate with one.
All right. I'll see you in a minute. Prime isn't. Oh, wait. I drink Musashi Energy. I don't know what that is. Prime isn't bad. It's kind of like a coconut water. The shelves at the Dollar Tree next to my gym are full of them. Great night, y'all. Dang, I haven't seen Helen Yee in a minute. Well, this was right before Spence Crawford. So this was 2023, I think that was. Maybe it was 2024. I have to go. Oh, all right, Dave. Now, the highlight is literally the bong rips and wins. Let's go, Richland. Richland, I love how BC now just like fully acknowledges the hua and is like, somebody's drinking. I'm always like, shout out, Richland. I saw you were like, yo, Monday Night Football's coming up. Need to keep the huas going. Also, we all laugh in the control room still when he huas. We're like, yes, nice. Are Apex events fun to be at? I've never been to an Apex event. I've just been to the Apex. I went there. This is why I said it was around Spence Crawford, because I went there for Terrence Crawford open workout back when we worked with Showtime. It was literally like a live streamed Terrence Crawford workout, and it just happened to be at the Apex, and I was like, fuck yeah. And we had the whole place to ourselves for like 2 hours before anyone showed up. So me and Jake Von Amsterdam, MK fame, just walked around and like helped ourselves to the entire place. Like there was no one in there. So we were they have just a bunch of cool shit everywhere. It's not that big of a place either. But the Octagon wasn't there because they were in London that week. And I think they brought it to London. Like, I don't know if they still do that, but they used to do that. So, yeah. Shout out Sleeto, gifting 5 memberships. Let's fucking go, Sleeto. Josh gets 1. Samuel gets 1. TJ gets 1. My buddy gets 1. And Charlie gets 1. Let's go. Appreciate you, Sleeto. You're the man. Now, the highlight. Oh, yes, haha, and it's me. That's crazy. Have a good one. That's how it all started. Could BC keep eye contact with Helen Yee if they were talking in person? I mean, I think naturally everyone would be like, but you'd keep majority eye contact. Monday Night Football and drinking all weekend. I was like, if BC says hooah, I will drink on Mondays. Oh, that's how it all started? Monday Night Football? I got you. I'm going to have to tell him to keep doing it. Like, specifically during football season. Helen got some great cans. Sleeto, the man. Let's go, Sleeto. W. Sleeto. Shout out to Sleeto Ito. Average age tonight was around 28, 29. Laughed my ass off. Contenders. I mean, as long as they're up-and-comers we don't know, I'm cool with it. I had someone the other day. I want to wait for Gaff for this story. Oh, perfect. Here he is. Hold on. He's not putting it. All right, here we go. Gaff, I was just about to tell a story, but I feel like you'll appreciate it as well. Kim Bong-il was saying the average age tonight was around 28, 29, and then he wrote contenders in parentheses. I met someone the other day, and they were like, oh, I didn't even tell them what I do for a living, and then someone pointed out what I do for a living. They were like, oh, he works on, like, UFC stuff. And then they're like, oh, UFC stuff? Do you know this guy? He lives down there. He's a UFC guy. He's a UFC guy, whatever. And they're like, yeah, he lives right by us and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know why. In my head, I'm going, they're going to say Boom Kelleher. They're going to say Boom Kelleher. They're going to say Boom Kelleher. They didn't say Boom Kelleher. They said some random guy. I look up his Tapology. He's 4-0. So I'm like, okay. I didn't look at the age, though. And I was just like, okay, 4-0. Probably not going to be in the UFC anytime soon, even if they are young, whatever. Uh-huh. And then all day they're like, yeah, you don't know so-and-so? Like, you really don't know so-and-so? And I'm like, no, dude, I don't know this fucking 4-0 person that never fought in any major promotion that's from fucking Long Island. Like, sorry, no, I don't fucking know this person. I don't know. It was just, I'm thinking of Contender, and then my other people we were with were like, oh, Luke, you don't know that guy? It was like, just because people fight MMA doesn't mean everyone knows that. Like, there's so many, like, shit promotions that you could be fighting in. Which, I don't know. It's just like...
Yeah, if they fight in fucking Octagon MMA, I don't watch Octagon every week. Or
but Octagon's a good promotion. That's not even, like... There's... Yeah. I live down the road from a venue that I go see concerts at all the time, and they put on MMA fights. And I'm always like, who the fuck is at these? Like, you never see like Frivola.
I want to do one of those nights, bro. I want to fucking stream.
Dude, I do too.
Going to a regional MMA night.
I do too, Gaff, but they're always Saturdays, and I'm not missing a UFC watch along to go to a local event. If it was like
sometimes they're off days, like a Wednesday though. Sometimes.
All right, but the other thing is like Frivola lives in this town too. Don't you think if it was anyone good, he would be there / know people, like be cornering people or like it's never. Yeah. It's always just like. You don't even know.
One of his guys would be going against one of those guys.
Yeah, it's just so. I don't know.
It is kind of weird. You don't know him? You don't know him? But bro.
Dude. Well, it was it was an older.
I don't know this rando 4-0 dude.
It was an older person, but I was still like, yeah, dude, like, just because you're neighbors with this person doesn't mean that I know them. Like, it's just fucking weird.
Long Island's a big place, bro.
Yeah. Helen Yee versus Schmo on Prop Quiz. That would actually be decent.
Are you just trying the home edition? the home wrecker edition.
Yeah.
You can do
Oh,
Helen
yeah.
Yee and fucking
I'll do Joanne Wood
on one
versus
side.
John Wood, and I don't know. This is what I mean about the matchups are endless. This is why I
Pat
don't
Barry, Rose Namajunas.
stop. Veronica Hardy and Dan Hardy. That's actually a good one.
That's a solid one.
Schmo.
Nina Drama and
No.
cameraman.
Cameraman. Schmo versus. I will say I saw them backstage at 316. I couldn't remember the name.
Very unmemorable that you got to look back there. And be
I
like,
saw
what
them.
fucking event was that?
I couldn't remember if it was 17 or 16. I saw them at 316, and he was not the cameraman. He's graduated to non-cameraman anymore. They have like a
what is he
higher
now? Clipboard guy?
No, they were both very well dressed, Nina and him. Like very well dressed. Like they're going to a fucking gala dressed.
Oh, wow.
And they had a full on like Jake Roseman following behind them.
Times have changed. They've made a little money, and they're like, "Hey, babe, you don't got to carry the camera now. You could just enjoy from the chair."
Yeah. The chair. Schmo versus EKC Layden and Helen Yee versus Esther Lynn. Oh shit. Is Helen Yee versus Esther? I mean, I kind of like that. God, I drank last night 4 pints and 5 Jack Daniels and Cokes. Not feeling great today. Shout out John Ray for gifting the membership. Scritchin.
Especially if it was in that order.
We doing CJI this weekend? We are not, Duran. Minty Betts versus Nina Drama.
Never again.
Nah. He's getting Donte Johnson in here. Donte Johnson is in the UFC.
Fake name Donte Johnson.
Pat Barry versus Rose's father. It's more age-appropriate matchmaking. Stop. Strip prop quiz? Nah. First time joining in after watching the Contender Series, man. Just smoked some weed, ready to go. Let's go, Dildaville.
Hell yeah.
Infrared, only if the JBR guys do it. W. John Ray, 1 contract, 2 contracts.
He's in 4. I'm predicting 4.
I feel like Esther Lynn would do to Helen Yee like Mike did to Jed. Yeah. No, you're right, though. Just the way they come across, at least.
Oh,
Gaff,
yeah.
you've hung out with Esther Lynn, right?
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
We had
I've
sushi.
never actually met her.
I ate at Nobu with Esther Lynn. That was the Nobu night.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yanni the Teeth versus Ian Parker Porter. You going to get fighters on the show? Eventually, that's the plan, yeah. I like the whole MMA media space first, and then, like I said, guys, plenty of matchups to me. Eventually, I'm going to run out of good ideas, which is why we always have time. There's like an evergreen list of ideas, and then there's like, ooh, let's do that next week. As of right now, it's about filling out the bracket. Again, this week is locked in, booked. We're recording on Thursday. It'll air Friday or premiere Friday. And then next week, I haven't reached out to those guys yet, but I've finished their questions. Hopefully they're both in, because otherwise I got to change half the questions. But, we'll see.
Is it the same way that we're doing it right now? Or will I be joining somewhere else?
Yeah, literally same exact link and everything. Yeah. Same Zoom. Yeah, not that you're joining this week, Gaff.
What?
You're like, nah, just kidding. I'm sure all 5 are getting contracts. Could be top to bottom. 320 might be the most stacked card of the year. Literally every fight has a notable fighter. Really? What's on 320? Yuri versus Khalil. Why is this ain't in order? Don't we have a main event on this? What the fuck kind of order is this, Wikipedia? Ankalaev Poatan 2. Marab Corey. Yuri Khalil. Patchy versus Jacob Willax.
Wait, Patchy's got a rematch booked? I mean, a bout booked?
Apparently on 320, which is late early October, October 4th.
Please tell him they gave him somebody he could beat.
So he's a UFC debutant, but he's also, I believe, someone correct me if I'm wrong, either KSW or Octagon like double champ. Like he's like a notable like.
You didn't even have to finish the sentence. As soon as you said a different promotion, I'm like, they gave the hardest guy for that.
Yeah,
promotion.
it's literally like I said it's comparable to what they just did to Peyton Talbot with Felipe Lima, but Peyton Talbot actually like showed up and came out the other side. So, like on paper, Patchy might be a dog.
Betting experts kind of knew that Peyton Talbot would have won, but
Sure,
you know,
sure.
something.
Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer, Atiba
it's a
Gautier versus Ozzy Diaz. That's another easy fucking first round KO for Atiba, I have to assume. Sorry, Ozzy. Abus for Joe Pyfer's fun. Edmund versus Andre Muniz.
I like that because it's two prospects that every time you put them in a really big matchup,
you can't call Edmund a prospect.
Sorry, former prospects
Okay.
that when you put them in front of like a real opponent, they always fell apart. Like say the only time Muniz actually did something was against Yakhyaev, and it was the saddest thing ever because he ended Yakhyaev's fucking career. And I was like, really? We got this guy out of Yakhyaev? Like that's who you guys built with Yakhyaev's fucking arm and sweat and tears? This is crazy.
Then we got Veronica Hardy, the aforementioned, against Brogan Walker. That's an easy dub for fucking Veronica.
See, I worry.
Really?
I worry. I actually, because Brogan can wrestle. And I'm like, well, I've seen Veronica.
Juliana Miller, your girl, beat Brogan Walker. And you think Veronica Hardy's going to lose to her?
Well, jiu-jitsu beats wrestling a lot of the time.
I wrote Brogan off. Brogan. What did I just say? I wrote Brogan off after that fucking. You lose to Juliana Miller, you're there. You're there.
You're right. Yeah. All right. But the problem is Veronica Hardy's probably going to be priced so dog shit that we're going to be. She's going to be like minus 360.
I'll be tempted into the Brogan spread. You already know.
Yeah. And then I'm like, you know what? Brogan was all right against Julia.
She made it to the final.
Yeah. I was like, well, she was good enough. She was wrestling. Maybe she gets her on her back. We get a Splitty City spread decision bet going. Bro, I thought that was, what was his name? I thought that was Dave East saying what up to this dude. In the celebration, the dude with the braids, I thought it was Dave East. I was like, well, is Dave East over there right now? And then I was like, wait, this guy's fucking 5'11", and Dave East is 6'4".
To round out this card, El Guapo, Chris Gutierrez versus Farid Bassarat. That's a good fight. And then your girl, Macy Chasson versus Yana, formerly Kunitskaya Santos.
Oh, my. Didn't we just see this? Is this a rematch? Why do I feel like I've seen
it's a rebooking. I think it got canceled like at the weigh-in or on fight night or something.
Okay, because I felt like I was like, oh, why do I feel grossed out by hearing that again?
I had I remember I had like over 2.5 in a parlay. That leg got voided. You know, it was a whole thing. Oh, might have been.
Well,
was it the New Orleans card?
got
Because
rebooked.
Macy is from New Orleans. No, because that wouldn't have been on the main card.
Bro, I thought you were going to say Macy Barber when you said that. Because I was like, finally, she got something booked. Let's get back on track. Youngest UFC champion ever. Let's do it.
She's already past that point. And
Time Machine's coming in 2029.
Dude, I'm worried for her. I don't know if she ever fights again, honestly.
No. She's going to fight.
I hope so, because she is exciting.
I know, that's what I'm saying. When she first popped on the scene, bro, I thought it was the second coming of Joanna. I was like, here we fucking go, baby. I was looking for somebody to get behind. And then, you know.
I felt more like, I don't know, like Nunes Cyborg vibe. Like she was knocking motherfuckers out. Joanna was more volume puncher. Like Macy was dominating. Granted, like she wrestled a lot of them too, but like she wrestled them down and ground and pounded, you know, like.
Do you think Joanna would have been more exciting if she was like a one-punch knockout artist rather than the volume that she put on these girls? Because I feel like some of her highlights were so sick because these girls were still in the fight, and she was just putting some work on them. You know what I mean?
True. I mean, it's kind of like a lot of Holloway's performances, you know? Like he's more of a volume puncher than a like one-punch knockout artist. And he's That's like, fair. He's got some of the best, teaching Brian Ortega defense while he's fucking piecing him up. Looking at the commentary team, like Shooter McGavining a putt where he's literally like looking this way, being like, best boxer in the UFC, dodging fucking Calvin Kattar. Like, that's some badass shit. That's like.
You just made me realize that's the style of fighter that I like, the volume puncher.
Yeah.
Because I
Nate
like
Diaz is
Joanna, I like
another,
Valentina, Nate Diaz,
Yeah.
Max Holloway. Like,
Yeah.
those are all my favorites.
Yeah.
John Jones. It's
Marab.
like all
Marab's
the
a volume
guys are my favorites.
Marab's maybe not fitting that category as well, but he is a volume guy.
He's
even
on
if
his
it's-
way.
Yeah.
If he keeps, decisioning guys and punching the fuck out of him up against the cage.
I was going to say, even if it's just little pitter-patter, he's still volume.
Yeah.
John Morgan versus Colby Covington, 5 for 5. 5 for 5 is crazy. Brian Ortega getting cut to cover these guys, 12 and 12 contracts, possibly. The media is a better idea anyways. They follow the sport. Fighters don't always follow who did what 15 years ago. True. That's actually a really good point. You got to get the girl from BKFC who talked about that she would fight the other girl with cum in her mouth. LOL. Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. I don't even know that girl's name. The fact that you don't either and had to describe it like that, like she ain't gonna do numbers. No.
Christine Feria?
See, that was the one who
yeah.
she said
I don't know
it
who the
to.
other girl is.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who the chick. Ortega doesn't even belong in the UFC anymore, it seems. LOL, bro doesn't even care. See, I'd argue there's still fights to make with him. I think you could still squeeze a little extra out of him. Maybe give him like a winnable unranked matchup or something. Whether it be 45 or 55. It's just 55 is so deep, even in the unranked. So it's like, fuck. But there's definitely a
Britain Hart
winnable.
coming back?
Is who?
Britain Hart.
To fight Ortega?
No, Britain Hart, because Christine Ferea.
Oh.
Is she coming back at any point? Fighting BKFC?
I have no idea. It's crazy he clung on to the top 5 in the rankings for so long. I'm def buying 320. Did you guys see they're giving Oban Smelliot that layup fight as the second prelim fight of the night? Watch him lose, LOL.
Who's the
I saw he
layup?
got booked today. I tweeted it, but I'm trying to remember now who it was too, Gaff.
I've gotten real good at identifying layups, but I really tripped over myself on the Gage Young fight. I really thought he was going to be a layup. I really thought it was a true layup for Maashate. Well,
Oh, wait, it's my boy. It's my Aussie brother, isn't it? Jonathan McAuliffe? He's Australian. He is.
You always have the most obscure Aussie fighter.
Dude. He's 7-1, and he just beat Kevin Jousset in his fucking UFC debut. That's not a bad win.
I just called your guy a layup.
Dude, Oban let us the fuck down last time. I'm riding with McAuliffe.
Really good.
Let's go.
Oh, chat. That's a W for the chat.
Veronica Hardy, #1 hottest UFC fighter. No. She's top 10. I don't know. #1? No. Yeah, he lost the eye of the tiger. What about Janjaroba versus Dern for the vacant title? So is Wei Li actually vacating? Is this like real news or is this just rumors?
Stop. Please don't let her vacate.
Because now I gotta
115
look.
has a champion, and her name is Weili Zhang.
Stop. If I'm looking at the, what about Jan? What is Jan coming off of? Is she coming off a win?
Janan or Peter?
Yeah.
'Cause
No.
I think Peter could seriously take that.
Oh, she lost to Verna. Fuck. All right, so you can't redo that. You got Tabitha Ricci there. You got Mackenzie. Fuck. Yeah, I guess it would have to be Mackenzie Verna. Or Loopy
Who just beat up
Verna.
Angela Hill? Baby Shark? Was that Baby Shark?
She did beat her 2 fights ago. Yasmin Lucindo beat Angela Hill.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no.
Baby
not
Shark
her.
just fucking elbowed the shit out of Amanda Hebos.
Oh, yeah. I want Baby Shark in a fight, in a big fight.
Me too, but she's 8th right now, and I will say Dern and Lupi probably, and Yasmin Lucindo might all deserve it over her.
Why don't I remember what Dern has done recently? I don't. Was she in a
She beat
decision?
Hebas earlier this year in January.
She feels like ages ago.
She subbed her. Yeah, I was away for that. That was Yeah, that's her last.
Oh yeah, I did the watch along for that. I remember the graphic. It was baby blue and like white.
Yeah. It was literally the first card of the year. You feel grossed out, Gaff, because it's women's bantamweight. Mr. Van Zandt on the card too, I think. Sleeto Big if true. Did Megan Anderson retire? Yeah, a while ago. Megan's just been doing media the last couple of years, and she commentates Invicta, if I'm not mistaken.
Those are one of those names that I could see why people would be like, I'm not calling her Megan, bro. She's Megan. Like, you know how like for
Nick?
certain names people would be like, yo, bro, his name's Geary, not Jiri.
Bro,
Like shit like that. I could
you
see
remember
people
Nick
being,
Young
bro, I'm
with
not
that shit?
calling her Megan.
you remember Nick Young with that shit. He refused to call her Megan, and it used to drive me crazy. I was like, it's Megan! And then Key and Peele has that skit, too, with Megan, and it's like, it's Megan!
So perfect.
She fought Nunes, I think. Yeah, but it's like Jose Aldo. Like,
Yeah.
you reach a certain point, you have to
Jose.
respect the name. She fought for
But
the
you're
title.
also not wrong if you say Jose.
Right, just like I say Khabib all the time.
Right. And it's also, yeah, exactly. That's why sometimes with certain names, I'm like, bro, fuck it. We know who we're talking about. Let's
Yeah.
just stop with the semantics.
I know.
So some names like the Adesanya versus Adesanya. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna switch
It's
them.
Adesanya. It's Adesanya.
It's
Not
yeah.
Adesanya. Like, yeah, no. Like Ariel.
We gave
every
it a
time he
shot.
starts it,
Sorry,
it's like,
bud. You
yeah.
lost the war.
Yeah. Eileen Perez is greater than Veronica Hardy if we're talking looks. No way. Bro, Eileen.
Oh, your prescription is at CVS. You should go pick it up.
Yeah, dead ass, Joshua. You like what? I think you need these, bro.
Talk about bad takes.
Dude. Eileen Perez, if she didn't have the twerking thing, and even that isn't anything. If she didn't have that, she is bottom of the list. Like, what? Oh, my God. Macy Barber pulled out of a fight after missing weight because she got a fake tits. I can't trust her as a real contender.
I forgot about that.
I mean, it happens.
That is an honest mistake to make because your first fight after it is probably going to be it's a little getting used to. Things are definitely, so I don't blame that.
But it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
I hope Dern gets the shot because she has been on fire on Instagram lately, for what I've heard. I don't follow or anything, but just from what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, someone brought it to my attention. I had to find out.
Was that person BC?
No, it's live on stream. I forget what, but they were like, "Yo, blah blah," and I was like, "I have to go. What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh,
You're like, now I see what you're talking about."
yeah, I see what you're talking about now."
Davies did a concert for basketball season tip-off at my university, and it was so mid, and I was a Davies fan at the time, too, LOL.
Hey.
Eileen Perez versus Vanessa Demopoulos, prop quiz. See, that's a great matchup, Kim Bong-il. Two strippers. I don't even know if Eileen was a stripper, but she might as well have been, and Vanessa definitely was, so, yeah.
Missed all this shit. Well, it doesn't matter. We can make it happen. We can beat the middle division, whatever.
Missed all this shit, boys. How was the fight of the night of fights? All the fights were actually great. All finishes. What do we got? 4 first-round finishes, 1 third-round finish. Come from behind third-round finish. Otherwise, all the favorites. I think all the favorites won in general. So let that be a note, everyone. 3 of 15 now through 3 weeks. Only 3 underdogs have won through 15 fights.
Wow.
So it seems like it's the year of the favorites. Marab's a cardio machine. Roman Dolidze versus JP Bays prop quiz. Cheyenne Vlismus versus JP Bays prop quiz. These are good ideas. LOL. Ill. Awkward. Taking a nap before work. Check you boys next time. Peace, Duran. Remember to email me too, brother. Kim Bong-il, you're evil. Use Brian Ortega to get up and comers over.
Whoa. What are we talking about?
Oh, no, I agree with this. Like, Brian Ortega still has name value left. And
Yeah,
maybe...
but only against young guys.
Exactly. Up-and-comers. Put him against, the 30th ranked lightweight or something. I know that sounds like a drastic drop in competition, but that's actually probably someone where, like, oh, dude, that's fucking Grant Dawson, Like, it's probably someone we know where we're like, oh.
I got it. You ready?
Who?
Daniel Zellhuber.
There you go. He's probably the 30th ranked lightweight.
Sniped.
Perfect.
Let's
Perfect.
go.
At Noche UFC. Can he recover? But no, he can't. That's in like 3 weeks. Anik versus Florian on prop quiz. That's definitely planned. Not booked, but planned. Yakhyaev. I feel like they might do it. They seem down to earth. Yeah, and also Average Joe is boys with Anik, and I got a line to Average Joe, so maybe he could hook it up. Brian Ortega versus Tracy Cortez prop quiz. Yeah, they would never agree to it, but, it's a good idea in theory. It's a rumor. Fight Book on YouTube posted about it. No one else has yet. Whaley, I'm assuming we're talking about. Amanda Hebos' dad versus Emily Whitmire prop quiz. Gaff sounding like LT with his refusal to pronounce a non-Hispanic name correctly. LOL.
Sounded more like BC, if not.
Yeah. But Luke's so good because he's like, he'll be like Alexander Hernandez. He'll be like, it's Hernandez. And then you'll be like, yeah, Jonathan Yakhyaev versus Oban Elliott. He's like, yeah, Jonathan McAfuck or whatever, that guy. It's like,
the blatant disrespect.
Yeah, just
how dare you?
Yeah, whatever. Out of active female fighters, I'll say Miesha Tate the hottest. Not as hot as she used to be, but still hotter than the rest. Is she still active? I feel like Misha's retired, right? Second
up there at a time. Very up there
retirement.
at a time. Used to hold down the pound for pound #1 spot easily.
She was an acquired taste, though. I'll say that.
I wouldn't say that.
I'll say that. For me personally, I remember my friend, one of my friends who like tried to get me into MMA told me she was hot, and I remember being like, "You're out of your mind, bro." And then being like, once I started watching, like, okay, I can see it.
Yeah, I see your points. Your points are valid.
Yeah, like, all right.
In a quarter law, this would hold up.
Yeah. If Megan Anderson was Latina, LT would be all over the proper pronunciation of her name. Week 3 equals banger. Mike, you need to go to bed, man. Disanya. It's actually frozen like El Sanya. Good night, Disanya. Tito Ortiz versus Dana White prop quiz. We don't have any MMA for a while after this. No PFL, no UFC. Yeah, so Richland, as far as combat sports this weekend, there is Misfits Boxing, Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold, Tony Ferguson versus Salt Poppy, and Dylan Dennis is also fighting in an MMA fight. He is the only MMA fight on the card. Ben Davis was on Submission Radio, so he was hyping this up, so I actually know. It's 12 fights, and only one is MMA, and that's the Dennis fight. So 11 boxing fights. I don't think it's worth tuning in for anything other than the last 3 fights, but I also don't follow that world at all, so I don't really know. There's that. There's CJI on Saturday and Sunday. I believe it starts at, if I'm not mistaken, it starts pretty late on the East Coast, 9 p.m. I think it starts at 6 p.m. Pacific. Both nights. I don't know how long it goes either nights, but the Gable Stevenson Craig Jones match is off. So if you're into like pure jiu-jitsu, that's probably the place to tune in. I
knew that would never happen.
I don't personally care for that much. And then what else did we say? Dirty Boxing is this weekend. Brian Battle's fighting on that card. I don't know who else, but I'm sure there's probably like, Jairzinho Rosenstrike or some shit, like some other UFC, Andrei Arlovsky or some shit. Some UFC veteran we know that trains in Florida is probably fighting on that card. I don't actually think Jairzinho trains in Florida, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
I hope the Yankees win.
I hope so too. I had a few bets in on them, Gav.
What did you have?
I had Giancarlo to hit a home run.
Yeah.
You don't seem too hyped.
I didn't have that.
I had Jazz and Volpe to each get a hit in a parlay.
Didn't have that either. Okay.
And then I had the three biggest favorites to get a hit. I had Judge, Goldschmidt, Bellinger each to get a hit. And I know Bellinger got a double because I was watching before we went live,
nice.
and Bellinger got a double.
All I needed was Judge to do good things. I don't know if he did, but I doubt that he did.
He had gotten walked. I think it was his second at bat when I was watching.
Okay, that's one good thing because I had a walk parlay with him.
I don't
So,
know what happened in his first at bat though. I don't think he got a hit.
Well, if he had 2 walks, I also had that. So that would be.
I've never done a walk parlay. You're wild for that, but that's also genius.
I only do it with a couple guys. My guys for that are Marcelo Zuna, Juan Soto, and obviously Aaron Judge. Sometimes Kyle Schwarber too. Kyle Schwarber is a solid guy as well for walks. But yeah,
Both my fantasy guys, Schwarber and Judge.
bastard. Bro, I've been getting my teeth kicked the fuck in the last 3 weeks in fantasy baseball.
I think I was one of those.
Yeah, bro. I come from behind. I'd be like, yo, Thursday, I'm like, I'm looking good. And then Sunday, I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm down 70? Who
the fuck is in first? Whoever's in first he's beaten me. He's 2-0 against me, but he has 2 losses. He's like 17-2. I'm 16-3, and 2 of my losses are against. So like he would win the head to head. But I'm always like, it pisses me off because I'll look every week and I outscore him every week, but he beats me head to head each time. I'm like, this motherfucker.
It's strategic. He does the same strategy you do. That's
Probably.
the thing.
Abdul said Ortega will get squashed by Zellhuber. But that's a perfect, let's see where Ortega's at now. And maybe if he does, then you move on. Depends how he looks that night. Ortega versus Joel Alvarez is straight up murder. Yeah. Also, Joel has teased going to welterweight, so that's really a bad fight because now you have like a really big lightweight in Joel Alvarez against a guy moving up to lightweight in Ortega. Like, nah, that ain't it.
If Jalen Turner didn't retire, him versus Joel Alvarez would have been a banger.
Yeah, that's a great call. Oversized lightweights. I'll be your Hunter Campbell for prop quiz. What does that mean? You'll be the matchmaker? Yeah, let me know. Do you know Brian Petrie? I haven't listened to Anik Florian in a while, but he was the betting guy they would bring on to give bet picks. He would be good on prop quiz too. I only know him from Anik Florian because I do watch Anik Florian. And yes, he is still their betting guy. And yeah, I'd definitely be open to having him. The question is, he'd have to be a solo guy, you know? He'd have to be like, like maybe Petrie versus Gaff or something. Because I'd want to do Anik Florian, so then I wouldn't want to do Petrie versus one of them if, Maybe Petrie versus Florian could be fun, though, too, because they do the bets against each other. There's plenty of matchups to make. 3.5 over-under, how many fights is... Wait. 3.5 over-under on how many fights Tony has if he gets knocked out. Under.
Tony's not getting knocked out by Salt Poppy.
Under.
I'll stand on that.
If he gets knocked out, under. No one is booking Tony 4 more times after getting knocked out by Salt Poppy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Christian L. Petrie is the man. Tony won't stop fighting unless someone stops him. EKC versus iconic voice Esther for prop quiz. Someone said that earlier. That's a good one. MMA Guru versus someone from the Caucasus prop quiz. MMA Guru, don't be racist challenge. See, MMA Guru is one of those people I feel like would never actually come on. Like, I don't know how to contact him other than social media or anything, but I feel like he wouldn't be. People are like, yo, MMA Guru versus DJ. I'm like, you think I can get either of these motherfuckers on?
DJ's a dream of mine. I want to play video games against DJ.
Like, I wish I had a line to DJ. Like, DJ, come on. Otherwise known as the Impossible Challenge. Did they say who got the contract? All 5 winners. Kim coming up with bangers. Any bets on UFC Paris? Not yet. Not yet. If I'm being honest, I haven't even done any research, looked at the card. I'll take a quick look at the odds right now. Still a pick'em on the main event. Imavov -115. Bohalio -105. Co-main, we got plus 170 on Benoit Saint Denis, minus 205 on Mauricio Hufi. I don't know what else is on the main card here. I'm just looking at odds. I know Patricio's taking on that guy who's like, I said earlier that Patchy Mix was taking on a double champ in like Octagon or KSW or, one of those good promotions. This guy is also a double champ in one of those good promotions, taking on Pitbull. And, dude, Pitbull's plus 190 against a minus 230 UFC debutant who's in his mid-20s. I can't tell if that's a trap or like a fucking perfect opportunity to hop on Pitbull.
Either way, I like the odds for Pitbull. I'll be taking those. And it's only going to grow.
I might go over-under on that. I want to kind of stay away. Marcin Tybura taking on Ante Delija in his UFC debut. That's a pick'em.
Yeah, Delija is pretty big. He's
actually.
Strong. It's going to be a split.
Delija's actually a slight dog right now. Plus 100 and plus 105. I'm seeing him as high as to minus 120 Tybura.
Yeah, it's going to be a split decision. Just a fight. I think...
heavyweight over?
I'm going to go with my rule that, the debuting PFL Bellator guys always lose. So I'm going to go with Tybura decision. How
about this? Do you know who Andreas Gustafsson is? He fought on Contender Series. He was actually at 316, the Merab O'Malley card in Newark. And he beat, who did he beat? It was an upset win. He's a Swedish guy. And he's like a hammer. And he said, I have retard strength or something after. You know what I'm talking about?
See, at first I thought I knew, and then now I feel like I don't.
Chaos Williams. He beat Chaos Williams in a decision.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He is fighting... I lost my page. Or maybe I left my page. No. Where was I just looking? Why did I... Oh. Because I'm on the odds. He's fighting Renat Fakhratinov, and Renat's the dog. Right? Slightly. Plus 100 to minus 120. But
that probably goes the distance as well.
I don't know. They're both... Andreas is a hammer, but if he can't stop that takedown, that's a Renat win.
Renat decision.
I don't know if that's on the main card. Again, these are all out of order. I'm just looking at like a Fight Odd website.
Unless an arm triangle somehow comes to fruition.
How about how would you line this fight? Modestas Bukauskas versus Paul Craig.
Pick
'em. You really think that would be a pick 'em?
Wait, what weight class is this again? Because I know Paul Craig's been moving up and down.
It has to be 205 because Modestas is not an 85er. He's a 205er.
So he's back at 205, which he did his best work at.
But he just fought Bellato at 205 and had that weird... Remember, Bellato like flopped on the upkick, the illegal upkick, and pretended he didn't know what was going
on? Yeah, I'll probably take Bukauskas with those odds because I like how he's looked. That's pretty great odds for him.
Well, wait, I didn't tell you the odds.
Oh, I thought you said it was... Okay.
What do you think? What do you think they are?
I thought it was a pick'em. Oh, because I said pick'em.
No, you said it was a pick'em.
So what is it?
Minus 298 Modestas, plus 240 Paul Craig.
No, I'm not going to take Modestas at 300 against Paul Craig.
No. But also, I don't trust Paul Craig at all.
I trust him. 205 he's looked his best at, and that's where he surprised us. I'll take a surprise win off Paul Craig.
I might.
You said plus 290?
Plus 240.
Oh, 240. Yeah, I'll take a surprise win off.
Dude, anything above 200 is worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Give me that Paul Craig moolah. Is he my new GM3? I don't know.
Kim Bong-il said there's no way fantasy baseball is fun. Regular baseball isn't even fun. See, that's where you're wrong, Kim Bong-il. Fantasy is more fun than regular. That's just a fact. Especially when you're in second place and, you've only lost 3 times. Soul Poppy trains. He will KO Tony. I just clipped the Tony is not getting knocked out by Soul Poppy. Who said that? Me or Gaff? I feel like that's a Gaff statement.
For sure, me. I've been a Tony fucking a Tony foil head for a long time.
I really now I'm really hoping, Gaff, you go live for this because I need your live reaction to
No,
it.
Tony.
And I need
Save
then
him.
Sleeto clipping both of those together. That would be so good.
It would be cinematic.
Gringo Poppy versus LOL. Tony Ferguson versus Habib Nurmagomedov prop quiz so we can finally see them head to head.
What is this cheeseburger?
Gringo Poppy versus Salt Poppy WAL. What's WAL? It would fall through. COVID 2.0 LOL. Bigfoot Silva was knocked out 12 of 15 fights in a row and people kept booking him. Does Tony trip on his way to his computer, or does Habib eat too much tiramisu the night before, though? I bought Gears of War Reloaded today, Gaff. Gonna jam it tonight. Brendan Shaw versus Nate Diaz. Haha, Nate, use your words, LOL. Nah, fuck MMA Guru for real. He's a racist cunt who plays it off as just jokes. Might be the first prop quiz to end 0-0. Could easily be both. True. Kiefer Crosby versus Anthony Smith prop quiz. The took an illegal knee and stupidly chose to keep fighting match. I like that. And then it'll be Aljo versus Cody Brundage in the took an illegal knee and took the easy dub, baby.
Love that.
Yeah. Renat is way overrated. I have retard strength. LOL, that's hilarious. Modestus wins. Bisping versus Shara Bullet prop quiz. Winner gets the other person's good eye. Damn, Ill is coming in fucking hot with these ill matchups. Love, peace, and Afro Grease, y'all. Gotta go check out some of this Cubs-Giants game. Later, dudes. Haha. I think Paul Craig's been kind of figured out now. Just don't follow him to the ground. That's a great point. Paul Craig versus Craig Jones. Loser has to drop the name Craig for their name. But he could potentially sub any of these guys if they're stupid enough to go to the mat with him. Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker. Loser can't shag any more birds in the UK. That was good. What do we think about Gable Stevenson's debut in a few weeks? I mean, I think it's bullshit because he fucking pulled out of CJI. But, yeah, he'll be in Contender Series, next summer. Tried watching the Tony Salt Poppy face to face, and I used to really be a huge fan of Tony, but man, just watching him, it doesn't feel right. Kind of like watching someone spiral on like TikTok Live. Yeah. Did you get Pablo Sanchez on your fantasy team though? I haven't. I forgot to. I still haven't downloaded fucking whatever it's called. Backyard baseball. Yeah. But I will. One day. All right, guys. What do we got going on for the week? Let me think.
Fantasy
Friday.
Fight Series Friday.
Gaff, what time?
Nighttime.
Perfect. Okay. So, Friday, 11 a.m., morning combat. You already know. Luke, Brian, myself, remote, ready to go. After that, 1:30-ish, we'll call it, just so we don't overlap. New episode of Prop Quiz dropping. You guys will know probably by Morning Combat who's on that episode. Look forward to that. Friday night, Fantasy Fight Series over on One More Round Fights. Don't forget to go follow over there. And then Saturday, TBD. Gaff, I guess, are you going to let the people know in the post?
Hopefully I'll know by Friday.
All right, so by Fantasy Fight Series, you'll let them know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, worst case, guys, neither of us will be live this weekend, but, we'll be around. Maybe we'll live tweet something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then
maybe I'll game. Maybe I'll do a live Q&A gaming session or something.
There you fucking go. Let's go. And then what's next week? Monday. Oh, no. Monday's Labor Day next week, guys, in the U.S. at least. So it's a holiday. So Tuesday, MK. Also, Tuesday will be the September drop of the merch. We got a bunch of new shit dropping. So hope you guys are hyped for that. And then, all right. Yeah, that's it with that. I'm trying to think. Merch. You guys already know if you want some merch. Not this shirt. By the way, this shirt is shit. I'm not gonna lie. The UFC, I've worn this shirt maybe like 5 times. The UFC is already fucking like coming off. All right, I don't know who makes this, but I'm just saying, it's shit. Oh, dude, we never checked the parlays.
Oh yeah, good call.
The Brazil parlay, it fucking cashed. Plus 163. The Iowa parlay did not cash. The Sun parlay did not cash. The undefeated parlay did cash, minus 327. The 32 parlay did not cash. And the 26 parlay did not cash. So just the Brazil and just the undefeated. But, that's what happens. All right, guys, don't forget to follow us, all that shit. Gaff, anything else for the people before we leave them?
See you Friday for Fantasy Fight Series. We got a good one.
Let's go. See you guys Friday for everything. MK, Prop Quiz, Fantasy Fight Series. Until then, we fucking out of here. Peace.
Yo.
Yo. Long Island Loop. Big Gaff, Ruby, and Aioli. Main card minute. One more round. Let's fucking go. Who got the pick, the hot pick that ought to hit? With the parlay to get the best money, I'm a bet. Small time or max units, all the paper I can get. Who do this? We do this. Take rips and cash flips. Who got the pick, the hot pick that ought to hit? With the parlay to get the best money, I'm a bet. Small time or max units, all the paper I can get. Who do this? We do this. Take rips and cash slips. Ayo, Long Island. Streaming live from New York's Strong Island. We get live, what you thought? Bankroll too short. Y'all need to stack paper and rob the sports book like a crook pull a caper. If you think we ain't hitting, then your chance is slim. It's victory bong rips with Luke and Gaffney gyms. Got me cashing in, I'm clocking chips on a regular. Fuck the rest, them other cappers ain't competitors, ain't no stress. We just clocking them checks, the best plus money bets in 60 seconds or less. So get yours while the live odds poppin'. Pop underdog shopping, big props stay dropping. Drop non-stopping till the clock hit nil. But you can still get a deal while the boys make a kill. So you can watch the shills with the same old gimmick. Or flip a knot and cop some guap with the main card minute. Who got the pick, the hot pick that ought to hit? With the parlay to get the best money, I'm a bet. Small time or max units, all the paper I can get. Who do this? We do this. Take rips and cash flips. Who got the pick, the hot pick that ought to hit? With the parlay to get the best money, I'm a bet. Small time or max units, all the paper I can get. Who do this? We do this. Take rips and cash flips. Bitches, nut up and put your balls upon the table. Dog hunting plus money, cause we cunning and we able. Done chase the best lines, gotta lean on props. Bitch, check the bet ledger and see we on top. Might OD on pop, bong hits. Rip many votes, see if you with me, and let's hit the bet, Jenny. Let's rip the pen plenty and cook the books. See my MCM koozie got him shook with looks. There ain't no small time crooks, click robbing the bank. Young Luke and Big Gaffy copping profit and dank. If you ain't on the team, bitch, save that apology. Get down with the league and join that tapology. From he, me, and all of we, you best get on the train quick. Profit paying properly, Long Island in the vein, bitch, so you can do the same shit and pray y'all hit it. Smart money back the boys at the main card minute. Who got the pick, the hot pick that ought to hit? With a parlay to get the best money, I'm a bet. Small time or max units, all the paper I can get. Who do this? We do this. Take rips and cash flips. Who got the pick, the hot pick that ought to hit? With a parlay to get the best money, I'm a bet. Small time or max units, all the paper I can get. Who